We back, man. We back. Welcome back. So last week we had a little hiccup, but we back. And so this episode is really episode 9. So it's cool. It's cool. So let me do the introduction. Welcome to episode 009 of Garbage Time Podcast. It's a 48-minute sports podcast where we talk everything basketball and sports. We have a 4-quarter podcast system where our podcast co-hosts will be debating sports topics, breaking down films, and so much more. So with that being said, let's get into it. I'm one of your co-hosts, thenameuno, and I'm here with my brothers and everyday co-stars and co-hosts, Matthew, Aaron, 55, Drew, and DJohn. So with that being said, let's get into this pregame, you know what I'm saying? And the first question of the motherfucking episode is, who would you rather have, Melo or Paul George? 55. I'm going to start with you, brother.
Yeah. Which Paul George we talking about?
Whoever you want. Whoever you want.
I'm going to say Melo. I feel like he can anchor an offense better than Paul George can. I can't really call Paul George a two-way player because he don't really stop nobody or slow nobody down much. So there's no point in even talking about Paul George's defense. I'm going to say Melo. I'm going to take Melo out those two.
Okay. One for Melo. Bill, what we doing? Who you got?
I'll probably second that. I'll probably take Carmelo Anthony. I think he had a higher peak. I think when Carmelo was, the I'm back Carmelo in Denver was a cold piece, man. He was a cold piece. I'll take Carmelo.
Oh yeah. Drew, what we doing? Who you got?
Yeah, I'm going Melo. I'm gonna just keep it short. You gotta go Melo. I just like his game, bro. Melo's game is so cold to me. His game is just so nice. And even though Paul George is nice, how he get into his game too.
Yeah,
and how he just like just a slow killer. I like that. But Melo for me, and I've been saying this. If you really watch Melo, his jump shot is one of the fastest jump shots I think we've ever had in the game. That Hezzy pull up is crazy. And I just like how his game looked. And when you really look at like how people kill today, they be doing that Hezzy pull all day, like KD be Hezzy pulling all day. And I'm like, for me, I feel like, yeah, T-Mac probably made that. T-Mac probably was the first one to do that, but I feel like Melo popularized it.
Yeah.
And then, like that's just how I feel. So I'm gonna go Melo.
It don't matter what you pick, DJohn, but it's all you. What we doing? Who you got?
I mean, I was gonna go with Paul George until Five said.
You going with the sweet?
Until Five said that nigga don't be stopping nobody. And then I really starting to think like that nigga really don't be stopping nobody.
No, that was facts too. That was facts. I thought the same thing. I said,
so I'm gonna go with Melo.
Melo don't even play no D. He definitely don't play no D.
No, but listen,
That's not the conversation.
35.
He don't play no defense. But like to Five's point, what he said, what Paul George we getting? Because I think the best Paul George we had was OKC Paul George, right?
Yeah.
That's the closest he got to MVP.
Third MVP
right,
race, third.
Right. But then I remember Denver Melo going up against the Lakers and Kobe. He was on some dog. So I'm like, even though he wasn't playing, right, even though he wasn't playing defense, he was still trying to guard Kobe. Like he was still trying to be banging down there with the bigs. And at plenty of times he was guarding LO, Kobe, Powell. Like he was down there trying to play, even though he's not really looked at as a defender. That's the Melo that always sticks with me in my head. Is that Melo? So I'm like, okay, I gotta go Melo.
Every bucket, Melo.
Every time. I can't knock it. Melo was gross. I can't knock it. So with that being said, let's get into this first quarter. And got a few topics I want to talk to y'all about, ask y'all opinions on. Let's start with we'll go to a different sport and then we'll segue back down to basketball since the trivia is basketball tonight.
Word.
Jon Jones and Stipe, You know what I mean? I don't know if y'all too familiar with that or know what's going on. But the fight finally got booked and it finally got set. I think they're gonna fight in Jon Jones's hometown, which I think is
home cooking.
home cooking, which I think, if I'm not mistaken,
He
is
don't need
Madison
it.
Square Garden, New York. So it's
Mm.
gonna go crazy, and I know it's gonna be a super fight. Jon Jones, we all know Jon Jones. Stipe is supposed to be one of the best heavyweights, if not the best heavyweight of all time. So it's a big super fight. So I want to get you guys' opinions if you guys have any. I know 5'5" is a man of the cage, with me. So I'll start with him. What you got to say on the Jon Jones Stipe, my boy?
I think it's interesting, man. It's really a fight just because of the names, because Stipe hasn't competed in 2 years, and his last fight he got beat bad. So it doesn't make sense to me with their contenders for him to be a number one contender. But hey, this is going to bring money in, so that's what they're doing. I think Jon Jones is going to sweep that man up out of there. I don't really think that. Not that you're not, in the practice of everything, but you're not. I don't know if you got that dog in you like Jon Jones got that dog in him right now.
It's game shape.
You know?
It's game shape. It's game shape.
Yeah.
I got a question for y'all then. Do you think, like, for your point, you talk about Stipe with him not being in it for 2 years, do you think this is just like his I'm coming back party more so than like
the
looking for
40,
a win?
bro.
Like, I know that, but like, you think he's just trying to like, okay, I'm gonna do a couple more fights and I'm trying to just come back in it, or
I think this was.
I think
ahead,
honestly,
I
think it's simple. I think Jon Jones, I wouldn't necessarily look at the time layoff, right? Because Jon Jones took 3 years off. So I wouldn't necessarily look at the time layout versus the matchup. I think with Stipe, I think with Jon and Stipe, whoever wins, Jon already said he's done after this fight. So unless it's a big paper check where he getting a rematch clause, if he happens to lose, he done. And I think Stipe just gonna get his belt back, defend it one time, and then he gonna be done.
Right.
So I think really it's the battle of who's the best, and I think that is really because Stipe lost to, if I'm not mistaken, Stipe beat Daniel Cormier on the last time they fought. Did he fight Francis Ngannou? Because I know Francis fought Cyril Kane for his belt. I don't know if they actually fought. I could be mistaken, but regardless, I'm just more so interested because Jon Jones is a world class fighter, and he usually beats niggas. Other than Cyril Gane, he usually beats niggas in their style of fighting. So I'm very interested to see if you're gonna try to stand up with Stipe, because I don't think that's a good look for you. But
that was the last fight, I believe, was him and Francis.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm interested in it, and I think it's just a money grab. Both of them niggas about to get millions of dollars.
Oh, they're gonna get paid.
They're gonna get paid. It's a super fight. They both putting their lineages on the line. And Jon Jones, of course, got more to lose, but he also has the excuse, nigga, I went up to heavyweight if I lost. So, you know what I mean? Right. We'll see. So it's lit. I'm less interested, and this is why I didn't really bring it up for us to talk about it, but I'm really less interested in this Tyson Fury and Francis Ngannou fight. Like, I really could give two fucks about it. So that's why I didn't really bring it up. But if y'all got anything y'all want to say on it,
no, I mean that's my sport. That's my sport, but that's the one I'm least interested in too. It's like me when I look at that, I'm just like, why? And I think that's kind of like how you feel too.
Right.
Like, why? And I think the Jon Jones one, the Stipe one is the more sport, combat like that is the one I'm kind of looking more forward to than of course we're gonna check it out.
Yeah, I'm watching it. I'm watching it. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it. But
I'm gonna be honest, man.
You know what I mean?
Nah. Right.
No.
Right. I'm gonna be honest. Tyson Fury, that's my dog, man. And I might get some flack for that. Some people say he cheated in this fight with
he
DeAndre,
did cheat.
but that man
he's still nice.
That man got skills, bro. That man can box, bro. Too big, too much reach, and he has skill. I don't know why Francis getting in there with him, but I think we all know what's finna happen.
Yeah, money.
Yeah,
money.
it's It's like
money.
how like you like, you know what I mean? You trying to get a couple, to
He
get
gonna get
beat.
It's gonna be embarrassing.
It
I
is.
want you to,
That.
after this, maybe next episode, I'm gonna pull up Francis Ngannou's highlights,
Yeah.
and I want you guys to see how he knocks niggas out. Now he knocks
Oh,
niggas
yeah.
out. He got that thing on him, but I want you to
Yeah.
see how he knocks niggas out. It ain't Deontay Wilder knock
It's
niggas
not
out
boxing.
where
No,
it's a clean shot. Oh, he
no,
out
it's
there.
not
No,
that.
it's I'm closing my eyes and I'm big as hell and I'm swimming and he get niggas, but that ain't
Yeah, I'm
gonna work
swimming
in
it.
no boxing.
I'm
B. That
swimming
ain't
it.
gonna work
I'm
in no
swimming it.
boxing
No, I'm swimming it every time. Eyes
every time.
closed. If I miss, I'm out. I'm
But
out.
it's an expedition, and this is why I'm not excited. Real quick before we get move on, it's an expedition. It's a what they call that word?
It doesn't count, right?
Exhibition. So
Exhibition.
it don't count, and nobody can get knocked down. That's the rules that they got put in place. So I don't know what's the point of watching 280-pound fighters if they not knocking each other out. I don't want to watch
What
that
are we
shit.
We
watching?
sparring.
What do we
We
watch? It's a
sparring.
money grab.
Right.
It's a
We
money
sparring.
grab.
We
That's why
sparring.
they
We
hid the
sparring.
fine print. You know what I mean? Like that's why I didn't want to talk
That's
about that
crazy.
bullshit.
Yeah.
But let's transition real quick. One last thing before we get into these basketball shit. The NFL, bro. They've been having a lot of, I don't know if everybody's familiar, so I'll give a quick synopsis. Pretty much, man, there's a running back, just like there's a sport actors boycott right now. There's talks of being a running back boycott. And pretty much what they're pretty much saying is running backs aren't getting paid where they feel that their value is. And so the owners are saying, this is your value here. And they feel like this is our value here. Now, my stance as a former running back, and I'll put stats and all that to back up where I'm coming from. As far as me, right? I got the numbers right here. Let me look at the numbers. This is real numbers, by the way. You could Google a nigga. I'm really valid like that. But anywho, that's another thing. But
Yeah,
so
Google
for
a nigga.
example,
Google a nigga.
so 1 year, my freshman year, right? We were 5-5. I had 150 carries, and I ran for 2,500 yards. Okay, we were 5-5. 5-5. Then my junior year, we were 12-1. We lost one game, which was the state championship game. I had 70 carries for 1,100 yards.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying within that is the value of where I may feel like I'm at and where my talent does bring doesn't necessarily equal victories. Josh Jacobs led the league in rushing yards, and his team won 4 games. So niggas are mad that they're not getting paid what they feel like they should be getting paid, but you don't equal dubs. And this is from a running back position. This sucks because we play running back. Niggas should have played receiver or linebacker or something like that. Now I understand where a kicker, where maybe a kicker who kicks maybe 1 time, 3 times, who's trash, the average kicker makes more money than the average running back in the league. So I think that may need to be adjusted and talked about. But the Chiefs won the Super Bowl last year. Other than DJ, can y'all name me who the starting running back was for that team?
You said
Hilaire.
Hilaire didn't start. He was benched.
It was number 1 Pascasco.
Other than DJ, I said other than you, nigga.
My
bad. But that's the point I'm making. And he had 112 yards that game and 2 tubs. So it's not about who or what. And so niggas are mad. Saquon's not getting paid. Josh Jacobs not getting paid.
Yeah, that's the 2 people that I really seen that was like really vocal about not getting paid. And like to your point, I'll say to your point, Jay, Uno with it is like they feel like to your point, like, okay, we gonna give you the rock, but that the average running back getting 7 yards a carry, probably less, 4 yards a carry.
Less. The average running back is getting 3.5 yards a carry.
3 yards a carry. All right. So to your point, we can't even get really good. I mean, unless you Derrick Henry.
Right.
And he's still not accumulating big wins besides maybe his first couple years in when he had Tennessee kind of like, when he had them kind of going crazy.
That's 2 wins in 16 weeks.
Right.
You might
Exactly.
give me 2 wins, 3 tubs, 4 tubs. You're gonna give me those games, but what about the rest of this? You know what I mean? And that's where the
Exactly.
owners
And
are
I feel
thinking.
like
So
too, like the value of kickers are kind of going up too, because to be a kicker, you got to kick that bitch 70 yards.
for sure.
You feel what I'm
sure.
saying? Like, nigga, we ain't even got to get it to the 50. You kicking that bitch past it.
Yeah.
So it's
Sure.
like the value of kickers have gone. I mean, like we remember growing up, like, nigga, if you could kick a 30-yarder, you was, oh shit, nigga.
He was
You
nice.
kick a 35. Now you're looking at niggas kicking 60, 65, 70. You like, okay, I need that because we need points, especially when you're going up
Bro,
against like these quarterbacks. Like these quarterbacks, I see why the value of quarterbacks are so high, because it's like, okay, at the end of the day, we need tutties, and we need tutties quick,
Yeah.
and I can't just keep handing it off to the running back. And if I
Hey,
can't get it, at least I can get 3.
Yeah.
yeah, I got into a whole big thing today with Zebo at work over this very topic. And I was sitting there and I was like, I get it. Like, I understand you got to give me more than $4 million. You tripping.
Yeah.
Like, y'all got to give
Yeah.
the running back. Ezekiel Elliott messed it up.
No, it was that spam. So it was
Yeah,
Zeke.
it was
It was a
everybody in there.
spam. It was all in that spam. They all got bread and they
And,
all ass. They all ass. They
Zeke,
all don't meet that
Saquon,
contract.
who else was
yeah.
in there?
So it's
It was
like,
a few
y'all,
niggas. It was a
It
few
was
in there.
Le'Veon. I think it was Le'Veon.
Todd Gurley.
Todd Gurley.
PG.
Zeke Elliott was the longest one. He got the most bread. He got 6
Yeah.
years, 90-something million. The nigga ass
You
cheeks. He ain't
just,
even on
And
the
he
team
an
right now.
ass.
no, he
He
getting $20 million a year and you just blew the whole thing up. And that's the thing that I'm saying is like, all right, if I'm looking at it, I get it. You know, we go on wide receiver heavy. You know, I don't think that he should have said, I'm not getting paid as much as the second wide receiver on, you know, because the second wide receiver, I mean, he's still nice. You know what I'm saying? It's like, all
I
right.
Right.
get what he's
Third wide receiver,
I
saying.
get what
I
slot
you're
get what he's
saying.
receiver. You know what
saying.
I
I
mean?
get what he's
Slot.
saying.
But what I brought up is like they should have, if you're gonna do this to me, because you're basically saying my value isn't what it's gonna be from year
Year
4
to year.
to
Year to
6.
year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
y'all should let me sign 1-year contracts coming right out. Then I should be able to renegotiate. Because if I come out and I'm going crazy my first couple of years, you need to pay me for what I'm on. Of course, I'm gonna break down. I'm a running back. You know what I'm saying? You can go re-up and get another one for sure. But it's just one of those things to me. I'm just like, nah, man. Like y'all gotta pay me for where I'm at. Like
Yeah, I mean,
right now.
I think running backs and tight ends should be around the same. Maybe running backs should be a little bit more, because you think of a tight end, they got to block, but then they also got to go catch. You look at a receiver, they got to run the ball. You know, you got to get above, at least above average. Try to be a 4 carry back, right? You're getting hit a lot, but you also got to block, but you also got to catch out the
Yeah.
backfield. So
Well,
you're
yeah. I
being
mean that
asked to do a lot. You're being asked to do a lot as well. I say the 4 million is crazy. Like
that's
if I'm a
crazy.
running
That's
back,
just
I'm not
crazy.
getting 4 million.
You giving me $4
You got
million
to give me
dollars?
more than that. You got to give me
$4
more than
Like
that
million
for sure.
nigga, that's good.
that's
$4 million
good.
Yeah,
dollars,
but
nigga. Alfred Morris, nigga,
yeah,
didn't get no $4 million. I'm talking about
I'm
good as
exactly
far as that's bad,
But
but I'm saying that's good as far as that
for the running back,
niggas wouldn't be
right? For the
arguing
running
if they
back,
was getting $4 million. You
right?
know
For
what
the
I mean?
yeah,
Like,
because
you know what
look,
I
this is my
mean?
question too though. If you getting 4 million, it usually be like the third, second, unless you came in as a rookie. But if you like a third and fourth running back, will you really trip off making 4 million if you really ain't gonna touch the field like that unless it's
Nah,
injuries?
I'm not tripping. I'm not tripping.
Absolutely
I'm not
not.
tripping. I'm
But
not
you
tripping.
know you ain't getting
So
nothing but $10 in a chicken nugget
but I
dinner
think,
if you third
them
and
people,
fourth string.
and it's not the value, right? So I think they're franchise tagging them, so it's not about paying them.
Right,
Yeah.
It's not about paying them because franchise tag, all that means is you get 1 year deal. It's a 1 year deal, but at the highest paid at that position.
right.
Yeah.
So whatever the highest is, which is the most paid right now, is the rookie who comes in that just came in. What's his name? DJ? I forgot his name right now. I'm blanking the name. What's his name?
rookie.
Oh, Robinson, whatever, some Robinson. But he just came in from Texas. He's on
Okay.
the Atlanta Falcons now. He got drafted
Okay.
7th pick overall. He's the highest paid running back, and he ain't played, right? So, but it's the same. It's what Bill is saying. The 5-year deal. Now, every first round pick has that deal.
Yeah.
So it's just like in basketball. That's why they were saying it's better for Austin Reeves per se versus a Cade Cunningham, because now Cade, he was the number 1 pick, but now he's not getting paid as much as Austin Reeves, and they came in the same draft class because Austin Reeves didn't get the longer deal because he was undrafted. So the argument is where the owners feel safer. I feel like where you're saying is to protect the players, and I think that their union needs to do a better job with that. I think that's the NFL's problem.
Oh yeah, the NFL's nasty.
Their
The NFL's
union
been
is
nasty.
just trash. It's not
Yeah,
player
they've been
friendly.
nasty.
So the owners are never gonna be like, oh yeah, let's give you Saquon, because Saquon's bitching, but he was the highest paid running back for the last 3 years. So and you've only played 2 years out of your 5.
And you've been hurt.
So you're bitching. You want us to pay you for what you did last year. Do it again, nigga. Can you do it again? Can you do it again? You haven't done it for 5 years, so you're not worth. Zeke did it consistently.
Yeah,
so,
but then he
but of course, every running back dies on their second contract. That's 5 years after 4 years of getting smashed. Right. So that's 7 years of playing football, plus 4 years of high school, plus
2 years at least in college. Yeah. 2 years at least. Yeah, you're getting beat. Like that position is just a monster.
You're getting hit.
You're getting beat
most
up
on the offense if they're running the ball.
Yeah, and then and then if you're one of the best running backs, your quarterback is butt cheeks. You get what I'm saying? Like 9 times out of 10, your quarterback is not that
it's
good.
It's the value. That's value. So what does that mean? Name me I'll just ask this and then we'll move on. Name me a team where the running back was better than the quarterback and they made it to the Super Bowl.
No, that ain't gonna happen.
Made it to the Super Bowl?
Made it to the Super Bowl.
Who Emmitt Smith?
Said weak ass Jimmy G.
Jimmy G. They ain't had no running back.
They ain't
Who's
had
the
no
running back
back
on that team? Who's the running back on that team?
You talking about this year?
They didn't go this year.
Nah, they didn't go.
They didn't go this year.
The year they went when Mostert was running 360.
Mostert ain't better than Jimmy G.
Bro, they was
that
using
year he
him
might have.
Mostert ain't better than Jimmy G.
Year after that,
I know we don't like Jimmy Lee. I know we don't like Jimmy G.
Good though.
I know we don't like Jimmy G. Stop the cap. Mostert he's a third string running back on the Miami Dolphins right now. So cut the shit.
I understand that, but
let's cut the shit.
He was popping at that time. He was eating.
Was it Marshawn?
Focal point over here though.
Was it Marshawn?
I'm not even saying him though. I'm not even saying
Marshawn Lynch. That's an argument.
Can't make plays.
Yeah, Marshawn Lynch is a good argument, but you have Russ. Russ is an MVP quarterback.
Yeah.
I mean,
but that's the only one I can think about.
It's an argument, though.
I'll say this though. I think the value has become points in the NFL. So it's like I'm gonna put the value of my quarterback because he can give me points. The second person I can put value to is receivers because they're gonna get me closer to points. Yeah. Right? And then the kicker. If I can't do it, at least he can kick that bitch 70 yards. So I'm gonna go ahead and get him some points. And then after that, it's like, well, then who else we need? We probably got to pay the line because we got to protect the QB. We got to protect the line, and then we got to go defense.
You everybody go to the defense after that to keep points away,
right?
You know what I mean?
But,
so it's
but the same thing. If you got a top 10, top 5 QB, you're gonna prioritize the line. So then now you got to do the line. Now you got to bread the line out. Then after that, like you said, you go to defense. Whoever else is left, hey, we got this $2 million.
No,
I'm gonna need $2 million. I'm gonna need you to come run.
I think there should be a cap. I think every nigga, if the cap, but they say that, right? The cap is 60,000 in the league, so we can't be mad that these niggas is making $4 million because we're comparing it to the league, to NBA money or the other money in comparison to sport.
Yeah, sports.
They're making 60,000. The bottom minimum in the league is 100. Like if that's a G League nigga making 100,
getting 100,000.
The G League nigga we ain't never heard of nigga making 100. So the thing is different. There's gonna be a nigga we know who's making 60.
Andre.
You know what I mean? Like You know what I mean? Andre Ingram making 100. He making 100. That's why he playing in the G League forever. If he wasn't making 100, he'd be a teacher.
Yeah,
But you know
right.
what I mean? So it's like it's just a different. It's tough, man. And running
It's
back,
different money. It's
I
different
feel for my
money.
running backs,
It's
but
different money.
as a businessman, I'm not cutting you to check. But I
Right.
understand where y'all argument is. How about y'all just to decide
Yeah,
if y'all want to
that's
take a strike, take a
yeah.
strike. But
I'm behind that, Jay. I'm behind. You create. Y'all don't need a cap for the entire league. You need a running back cap. And if
yeah,
y'all don't want to do that, y'all need to let me be a 1-year free agent every year.
yeah,
Because I would do the Christian McCaffrey, fine it. I'm about to go to a winning team and I'm gonna up my individual value every year, and I'll bounce and bounce every time. Because
yeah.
if y'all not gonna give me no bread, then I need to get I need to get my face winning shares up. Like
And
I'm not about to just
that's
be a
real. That's
slave.
real.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't about to just slave me, man. Like that's
Right.
cap.
And it's as we're saying, it's a last thing we'll say on it. But as we're saying, it's a brutal position.
Yeah.
So it's not necessarily about the 1 year deals. They need longevity deals because they don't know if they're going to be able to play next year.
Right.
So
Right.
that's
Facts.
what Le'Veon Bell was bitching about. But then he got paid and he was ass. So it's like, you know what I mean? It's tough, man. It's tough. I don't
Yeah.
know a running back. I can't think of one other than like Emmitt Smith because he's been around for so long, and like Frank
Yeah.
Gore, who was around for a long, long time, who were like dominant on their second contracts. You know what I mean? Like Barry
LaDainian.
Sanders
You think
and
LaDainian
LaDainian,
was?
LaDainian took
but
on the
Geez.
second
dominant
contract.
like
Adrian Peterson.
he wasn't
Adrian.
dominant with the Jets though. Like he had a
Yeah.
good season. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like
Yeah.
he was great, but like I'm like the first we got to get out like outside the first 5 years.
Yeah.
You know what I
Okay.
mean? Like
Okay.
who was dominant outside of that? And it's like the older niggas, you know, but they were
Yeah.
just consistent. They
Yeah.
weren't like the best of the
Right.
best. We're never gonna say Frank Gore was Adrian Peterson, but he's
Right.
lit. You know what I
Right.
mean? But
Right.
it's
Yeah.
just it's tough. It's a tough situation. So yeah, let's get into this goddamn some basketball. Last thing before we get into the second quarter. How we feel about I know we talked about Bradley Beal going on the Suns and we talked about all that, but they really just traded their only point guard on their roster and Cameron Payne. So the thing came out that they drop in Bradley Beal as the point guard. He's gonna be coming in as the starting point guard, not Devin Booker, not KD, not Bobo. It's gonna be Bradley Beal. I personally never seen Bradley Beal play point guard. Okay, personally never. Now, I don't watch the Wizards, so I'm asking my other four compadres, maybe y'all seen something I ain't seen. So, how do y'all feel about that? Do y'all have any extra things that y'all want to throw on top of that? DJ, we can start with you.
Um, I mean, we seen games, and you can say this about Devin Booker too. We seen games of them running point because technically Bill ain't really had no point guard at times, and then when Chris Paul went down, that's when D Book had to run point a little
Right.
bit. So we see them ran point before and stretches, but to have them run point for 82 games and playoffs and just literally be the point, I don't see that. Eventually they scores at the end of the day, so they gonna be looking to go get theirs eventually. So
Yeah,
I don't
I
I
agree.
don't I don't think it's gonna work.
5-5, what you got to say?
I don't know why they traded Cam. I don't know why they traded Cam, but I would assume
He just came off a 50 burger too in the pro am. He came
right.
off
He
a
did.
50.
Ugly 52. His shot so
Ugly. It was
ugly.
ugly as shit.
I would assume they're gonna try to
It was a
do
50.
kind of try to emulate what Golden State did, but they don't have a Draymond Green to do that. Just try to have ball movement and incorporate everybody whenever it's convenient for the other person to be involved in the offense. I think Bradley Beal is a score first player. I've seen him, set up his teammates when he was getting attention from the defense before, but I don't know if he's that type of player to do that game in and game out, like we said, for 82 games. I just don't think there's enough basketball on the court for these guys. I think it's going to be bad, personally.
Yeah.
Bill, what you think?
Um, if Bradley Beal could play point guard, then Washington wouldn't be trying to get him point guards to play with the entire time he was in Washington.
Facts.
And it's just like he's not the solution. And what it goes to show me is that maybe he's not the same player that he's always been. So he's more willing to take a lesser role and go find people and, I'll be the setup guy. Well, I mean, can you throw a bounce pass? Because I haven't really, I don't know if I've seen you throw a bounce pass. I don't know if I've ever seen you throw an alley oop. I'm just asking these things because it's like it's easier to pass when you see where the double team's coming from. But, you know what I mean? What if we're just playing you 1v1? Are you going to make the right decision then? Or are
Right.
you going to go one-on-one, chuck up a shot with Kevin Durant on the floor? You get what I'm saying? It's like, you've always been able to be the scorer because you've had the John Wall on your team or the Westbrook on your team. You know what I mean?
Kuzma.
That's
Kuzma.
when he ate
So
too.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, because you got
8 to
somebody
22 dubs.
who's doing this. I mean, you got somebody who's feeding you. He feeding you the whole time. You're gonna be able to get a buck, but do you know how to run and crash into a couple of guys and find the guy at the rim? That's my biggest thing because going to Five's point is like, you know, who's the Draymond, right? Who's gonna go out there and be like, you know what, it's cool. Don't look for me. I'm gonna get it when I do. And it sounds like to me with Bradley Beal raising his hand that I guess he's gonna do that, but that's a telltale sign to me. Like, all right, well,
You
they
may
ain't
not
stop
have no
looking.
more.
Yeah, he may not be able to
Mm.
get by nobody. Like, what are you
How old
talking
is he?
about?
He's still young, right?
29, 30.
Bradley
28,
Beal, he's 30.
Yeah.
29,
28.
30.
Yeah, okay, so he 30. So all right, yeah, it's about that time.
Let's see.
What you got to say, Drew? What you thinking?
I'll say this. To me, it kind of makes sense to put Bradley Beal at the one if you're gonna go the no point guard route. Now, I do still think. I mean, it's a lot of undrafteds. We looked at
For sure.
Miami; they picked up a lot of undrafted. You can go. You can find a 6'6" pure point. I'm convinced you can. It's too many. It's too much talent out there. But if you are gonna go this route, it makes sense to me that you do make Bradley Beal a one. And the reason why is because when Bradley Beal first came here, he was never the star player on his team. He had John Wall. Devin Booker has been the star player since he's came on his team. So has Kevin
15.
Durant. So Bradley Beal knows how to play off the ball more than they do. And so for me, I look at Bradley Beal kind of, yes, he's never been the point guard, but there was one season where he did average like 6 assists. But to that point, he still averaged 3 turnovers in that year. So the turnover ratio I don't really like. The assist turnover ratio I don't like. But one thing I will say is that when he gets the ball up, out of all of them, he probably knows how to play off the ball better than them because he wasn't the star. So the one time that he was the star, he probably had a season or two of that. Then Russ came, so it's like, and then he battled injuries, so he
Getting
wasn't
hurt a
really
lot too.
there. So I would say for the most part, he knows how to play off the ball. So giving the ball up, I just think for that Phoenix team, you don't really need a guy to drive and kick. You don't need a Ricky Rubio. You just need a guy that's just gonna it's like Rec. I'm gonna just bring the ball down and I'm gonna swing it to whoever to try to score. I think that's what it's gonna mostly be. And then when KD gets doubled or Book gets doubled, now Bradley Beal I've been doing this for years. I'm catching and
Mhm.
shooting. I'm catching a 1 dribble pull up, 2 dribble attack the basket. Then I can maybe find another guy. One thing I would say is that I don't think they should have went for Bo. I think they should have went for more of a Christian Woods. But I guess I don't know. I don't. I mean, I like Bobo, but I
I
don't
know
think
why
that
they
really
went that
fit
way.
them.
And this was my point that I was gonna make. And not necessarily about Bradley Beal. It kind of made me realize what they was doing when they hired Frank Vogel. Is this team is not structured defensively. So if you bring in a defensive minded coach and how Frank Vogel runs his offense, which is ISO basketball with a pick and roll set, you're giving Bradley Beal, who is a mid range nigga who likes to he's not a catch and shoot player. The other two niggas are more catch and shoot players. So you're having the opportunity to get the rebound and go, and whoever got it, gonna get it and gonna keep it. So you have one-on-one players all across. Now defensively, I don't know what they're gonna run to help them. But I know offensively, that's kind of the thought process. If you have Bobo and you have KD and you have Book and you have Ayton and you have Bill, then every nigga theoretically is a mismatch because they can go get a bucket. Versus versus if you go get a Coral, let's say they start Josh Coral, then it's like, all right, now I'm just gonna lead on the offense. He's just gonna stand in the corner. So now we can shrink that. Ayton has to now be aggressive at the rim, which he is not. So you're actually helping out your system by getting Bobo. I just don't know what they're gonna do defensively because they don't have
Right. I
nobody and
think
they're banking
you
on
might
Frank
see a lot of
Vogel.
zone.
So what's
You
gonna
might see a
happen?
lot of zone. You might see a lot of zone from
They
I
gonna
don't
be
team
even
to
think
zone.
team.
They
I
gonna be
I don't
would
zone.
even
I would
think you're gonna
run
play
with
Bol
that.
Bol either
Well,
like that.
I think they ain't get him for him not to play. They
I'm
he
not.
gonna
Yeah.
and
It's tough to play him. That's it. It's gonna be tough to
I
play him.
I think it's a lot harder for an NBA player to go from a I'm gonna get it guy to KCP than it is
Who
for
you think gonna be? Who you think is gonna be that on that team though?
none
It's
of
got
them.
to be Bradley. It's got to be,
Well,
but out
it
of
has to
all of
be
them, it's
him, but
got
I
to
just
be
don't.
him.
I don't think it's. I don't
If
think
you
he's
think
gonna.
about it, you play with how long did you play with John Wall? Like 4 or 5 seasons,
It's
You
like
got 4 years
five,
with
six,
John Wall.
5 6 seasons.
five, six seasons.
You
Yeah.
So
got 1 year by
you play
yourself.
like that. You know what I
You
mean?
got 1 year by
You play
yourself.
like that.
Got a big old contract. Here comes
I mean, but
Westbrook.
we seen it too with like KD when they was telling him on the Warriors, "Hey, bro, the ball gonna swing to you." Still like, bro, the ball should come to me first.
But
Bro, the ball
you,
should come to you.
but you had,
You know,
but
we gonna.
credit
You
to
know what I
Five's
mean?
point. They had a nigga, and Draymond said it in his interview with Paul George. I came down. The reason why my offense sucks now, which I don't believe is the reason, but I get his thought process. The reason
Yeah,
why my offense sucks now is because when KD was on our team, Steph coming down shooting a three, Steph coming down shooting a three, make both of those deep. Now Clay like shit, it's me time. I gotta shoot a deep one. He shoot a deep one. Now he make it. He gotta shoot a deep one. Now that's 4 shots. KD ain't touched the ball.
I
So
know
Right.
I
he did.
can't shoot. I can't shoot.
I can't
Yeah,
I
I
shoot it.
gotta
gotta
give
get
it.
him the
I
ball.
gotta give it to
Can't shoot it.
KD. If you
Right.
don't have those, it's kind of our problem with our Mamba team. I need Drew to turn it on, but Drew looking like, okay, well, we need well, niggas ain't getting the ball, niggas ain't touching the
I'm
ball.
you. I'm
You
you.
bring exactly,
I'm
you bringing this.
you.
So like, I'm like, all right, well, but it's tough. You know what I mean? It's a tough thing to ask when it's not in a nigga's DNA to just be that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah,
get
yeah.
10. I'm gonna
I
get
know how
6.
to give it. Yeah, I know how
Right.
to give it up. And then it's that same thing. It's like you get Draymond out there, but then you get Iggy who can play point. So
Yeah.
you got really 2
Yeah,
guys who are
gonna
gonna play
facilitate.
with the other 3.
Right.
Yeah, that are gonna play point guard.
Right.
And
Yeah.
it's like you don't have one guy on this Phoenix team that is willing to go out there and say, like, their best bet is they should have tried to go flip to go get Marcus Smart, right? Instead of like, all right, I'll take
His
him. I'll be the
defense
third.
point guard. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be the third dude in the team,
Yeah. I mean, but
and
I've
I
been
know he'll
saying go
come
get
off the bounce.
Tyus.
But
Yeah.
I know he'll come off the bounce and do this all day. You know what I mean? He's used to just doing that. It's
And it
gonna be
helps you with defense too. That gives you the
yeah.
defensive presence that you need on the court. I don't know if Tyus has to do it, but I don't know.
I
I think it's interesting.
yeah.
They do got all off season to get this situated. So first
Yeah, but
Yeah.
season,
DJ,
But like, I
I'm gonna
mean,
ask you this, DJ. When they are coming down against you just saw Golden State, and your team plays the same way because of your coach.
yeah.
Who's go who? How are you calling out the back screens? When somebody's coming down here and there's this action and Fox is coming on this way and now he's back cutting towards the rim. Those are the things that are going to stack up. You're not used to being at the head of the defense to know what to look for. You're not, and you've never been. It's not necessarily what I'm thinking you're going to be able to generate on offense. It's because it's the whole thing of Frank Vogel won that championship that he ran with LeBron James playing point guard. You had the
Yeah,
best IQ, the person out who was gonna make the right play at the right time every
Yeah, that's
time.
true.
You know what I'm saying? That's how he
That's
won.
true.
We're not having to worry about, okay, Danny Green hasn't shot it. Kuz hasn't shot it. We got to get the ball to AD. Backline alley-oop to Dwight. Backline alley-oop to JaVale. Or here comes, you know what I'm saying? Like, knowing
That's
when
true.
here comes KCP. KCP came in, outlet. You need that guy
Yeah,
because
you better go get one of these undrafted, man.
Yeah, it's gonna
You
be
got to
pick
no
get
up in
one
the
of these
name
summer league.
undrafted, man.
because
Pick up
niggas in
in
the
the
free
summer
yeah,
league.
agency. I looked in the free agent. There's a few in the summer league. We gonna look over them too, but there's a few little niggas, few no neck niggas, no name
Hey,
niggas that's
few little
nice,
bouncy
man.
hair niggas in there. Few
No
little
neck,
bouncy
no
hair niggas
name.
in there.
I was seeing a few. I looked at the first team. We gonna look at it together, but I looked at the first team. I said, who the fuck
I
is
know two
this?
people.
I know two niggas and a bunch of white boys. Okay, fuck it
I
then.
see
We
a couple of
lit.
them.
I said a bunch of Matt Reeves. We lit, nigga. Fuck
Yeah,
Right.
it. So with that, let's transition. God damn, we only in the second quarter, man. Look, I'm gonna try to get us up out of here, man. But fuck it. Trivia time. Y'all know what the deal is. I'm gonna ask y'all a few questions. We're gonna get it off like that. It's different. I'm gonna try to switch it up every time. So this one's a little more easier. It's only one per answer. You know what I mean? It's one. So
okay.
four niggas. Give me one answer. First person. First question. Who's the youngest player in NBA history to make 10 threes in a game?
DB,
10 threes in a game. Damn.
Who?
Devin Booker.
No.
No, it's not DB. I'll probably go with. I'm scared to say this dude, but I was thinking Buddy Hield, low key.
Not Buddy.
Man, he came in at 30.
Not Buddy.
Right.
He was lying. Boy was
He
lying,
was
boy.
30.
Clay?
Not
No,
Clay.
it's not Clay.
That's too obvious. I felt like it's like
It's gonna be
Zach LaVine.
No. Kind of good guess. In that ballpark of type of players. You're not
Right.
gonna guess it from like a
Right.
sharpshooter type nigga.
Yeah, that's what I'm assuming.
Who is it? Donovan Mitchell?
Not Donovan. Good guess.
Yeah,
Another good
I was
guess.
thinking Trey. But it ain't Trey.
Not Trey.
It's somebody fluke from what it sounded like.
Not fluke. It's
Not fluke.
if I
I
give
see what
y'all
he
this
meaning.
hint, if I give y'all this hint, then y'all niggas gonna guess it. So I can't give y'all another hint.
All right.
10 threes in a
threes.
game is kind of wild.
That's a
'cause
lot, man.
You shooting. I was going to say
Jason
Dame.
Tatum.
It ain't Tatum, huh?
Not
It
those
ain't
two.
Tatum. It ain't who's sweaty like that? JB?
I didn't think of kind of
Tight.
Type,
JB
yeah, I know it's sweaty
Tight.
type.
JB tight.
Tight.
Oh, this nigga
JB.
sweating 10 minutes in the
Jamal
game. That's what
Murray.
you talk about.
Ooh.
Not Jamal. That's a good guess. Not Jamal. He's a 2 guard on the
Sweaty.
West.
He's probably been an
It
all-star.
wasn't AE.
It was AE.
I was gonna say
It was
Anthony Edwards
AE.
too.
Oh, he nuts.
Anthony
I didn't know
Edwards.
he had 10 threes.
Anthony
Hey,
I
Edwards
don't
had
remember
10 in
I
the
didn't know he
game.
had 10.
Next one.
That boy sweating, boy. Get that boy a rag.
Next one. Who has gotten the fastest triple double in NBA history? If you could tell me the time too, then it'll be bonus points. But who got the fastest triple double in NBA history?
I think this one's ugly.
Fastest as in the game, like how long it took him to get it.
Yeah.
But who got that though?
Oh, how long it took him to get it, not like age.
No, how long it took them in the game in 48 minutes? How long did it take? Like, who was the player that got it the fastest in 48 minutes?
Sure, man. That's probably
This is recent. I felt like I seen this recently.
it's probably Draymond.
I was gonna say Draymond in 3
It's not a
quarters.
current player.
Not Jay. It's a quarter player. It's a current player. Not
It's a
Draymond.
young bull. It's a young bull.
Is it Ben Simmons?
Not Manny.
Ooh,
Good guess
that's
though.
not a bad guess.
Nah, because it's real like I forgot.
It's got to be somebody that's rebounding.
You said it's a new nigga, not Michael Carter Williams?
That's
Not
what I
Michael
was gonna
Carter
say.
Williams.
I was gonna say
No,
Michael Carter Williams,
newer
but
than that.
he said it was.
I wouldn't necessarily say newer. I would say, you know what I mean? He playing. You know what I mean? He playing still.
And just say
I mean,
Jokic.
Man,
Just
he
say.
playing, so he high five.
Jokic,
He one of
it's
them.
Jokic. It's
Is
Jokic.
Jokic?
Jokic?
Yeah,
I
it's
feel like he
Jokic.
breaking record every
15
year.
minutes. 15
Damn.
minutes. He got a
15
triple
minutes.
doubles in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh,
Hey,
nah, bro.
they shooting on his team, B. Who was he
You know
playing?
who
Mm.
No,
they playing?
listen.
I don't know. I
Shooting, or the other
didn't look.
team missing. The other
They
team
played
The other
missing for
team
on the
was
sure.
team that
trash. And he missed 3 shots and got his own rebound back too.
Oh, yeah. It's
Yeah,
going to be
yeah,
some
he got
cap.
4 of those.
Last 3 more. What NBA team drafted Shea? I put this on because this
The
shit
Clippers.
dumbfounded me. No,
He got traded.
that's why I was
Traded.
tripping.
The rap? No.
Was it the Lakers?
No.
We want to do business with them.
I thought it was Toronto.
No.
See, I thought so too. But
East Coast team.
Don't say it was
Whoever
New
they was,
York.
they lost their mind.
Lost their fucking mind. Not New York.
Indiana?
Because if this combination was a team together right now, we'd be looking
The
at these
Celtics?
niggas like, what the fuck?
Boston.
No, not Boston.
They had 100 picks.
You talking about
too.
right or now? You ain't talking about like a Pacers
Right, the
or
Boston
you ain't
Celtics
talking
had
about
100 picks.
the
I was just gonna say
Magics?
them or
Yeah,
Brooklyn.
Magics,
Brooklyn.
right?
If they had this, if this nigga was on this team right now,
Oh,
Magic,
Philly.
not Philly.
Oh, that's a good one. It better not
This
be
team
somebody
right
like
now
Atlanta.
would
They'd
be
be the
crazy.
best duo.
Oh, the
They'll
Bucks?
be the
The
most.
Bucks?
No, they'll be the most exciting. duo.
Milwaukee?
They probably wouldn't be like championship 10. Not Milwaukee, not the Bucks.
Duo.
Detroit. What shit?
No, Detroit.
Duo. Exciting
I know it's
duo.
an
I think
ugly
somebody
ass
just
team.
said it. It is.
Yeah, nice
Charlotte?
ass too, though.
Duo?
If I give y'all this, yep, it's Charlotte. Charlotte. Because I was going to say the nigga, the team
what
that
they
fucked
trade
up
him
and
to the
drafted
Clippers
Kobe.
for?
Yeah, I don't know why they did that dumbass shit.
Yeah, that's dumb.
What
Oh,
year was
yeah.
Giannis? What year was Giannis drafted to the NBA? And what pick?
2011?
It's the same. It's 09. No, not 09, not 09. It's too late.
Not
What's that?
2011. Giannis.
Giannis was drafted 2014.
No, almost.
No. Dang.
20.
I was gonna say
Either 2013 or
2012.
13.
2013.
yeah.
2013.
He
And
And
then
then
like
what pick?
27 picks, something like that.
teens.
No, 17.
No, he like
He's in the teens. I think he's in the
He's in
lower
the
than
teens. He's a little lower than that.
He like 14,
Then he go
13.
11,
15
15.
15 pick.
My bad.
15 pick.
Oh,
Last question.
man.
Who averaged the most blocks in an NBA season? Y'all
This
ain't gonna
year?
guess the number. No.
Rudy Gobert.
Ever.
Oh, ever. It's
Ever?
an
I'm gonna
old
go
nigga
Will.
too.
Dikembe.
Nah.
Dude,
Because
you
well,
said ever.
because well, they didn't keep track. Not
Oh, yeah, they
Dikembe.
didn't keep track. They didn't.
Ben
Big
Wallace.
Kareem.
Not Dikembe.
Not
It's
Kareem.
ugly.
Not Ben.
It's
It's
ugly?
ugly. It's
Is
ugly.
Yao or something?
He
Nah.
on the
Because
Lakers.
y'all only 6 in. So, that don't matter though. Yeah, most blocks in the season. It could be y'all. No, it's not y'all. It's ugly though. And only like Savant's gonna guess it. I could give y'all some hints. West Coast team, center, of course. Forgotten.
West Coast team.
A forgotten player. A forgotten player.
Ralph Sampson.
Nah, Ralph.
Down
Bill
player.
Wall.
I think
Yes.
somebody said Bill, not Bill.
That's a
Oh,
good guess. It's ugly.
Not a teammate of, but was in. This is gonna give it away. Not a teammate of, but was in the same organization as. I think he might have been a teammate of, but Carmelo,
Mark Eaton.
Mark Eaton. He had 5.6 blocks a game.
And Mark Eaton
5
a
blocks
big
a
beast.
game.
Yeah, no,
5.
Mark Eaton. You remember Mark Eaton, man? That's
Yeah,
a big
no, I
old
remember.
dude.
I didn't know he was
You
getting
know, he was
5 a
eating
game.
like that.
Damn.
Yeah,
Boy,
and
he like 7'3".
Before eating. So with that, let's transition. It's halftime, so I want to give a special shout out to the 7 Podcast Network for letting us, go on here and talk our shit. Is much appreciated. Make sure you follow us on YouTube at 7.records for all the new shows and updates on newer shows. You know what I'm saying? And third quarter, with that being said, let's transition to the third quarter. And let's get into these goddamn highlights, man. First, before we get into the highlights, let's give praise to the 3-point champ in the WNBA who was going absolutely bonkers.
Up next in the finals,
let's watch her go
from the
absolutely
New York
bonkers.
Liberty, Sabrina Ionescu. Sabrina will start in the far corner. Her money ball rack is on the far wing. You may begin on the DJ's cue.
Ionescu had a big first round with 26.
Did they start like the NBA All-Star?
Yep.
Yeah. They just ain't got no dunk contest. It's a layup line.
Oh, damn.
Oh, here we go.
This year for the Liberty, she's never had this many open shots before in her career.
Who's soaking these
Obviously,
doing?
Brianna Stewart creates that
Soaking.
crowd.
Open these bitches.
Created a lot of practice for shots like that. She just cashed in on the entire money ball rack
Damn.
and the starry ball. Sabrina Ionescu is putting up a monster final round.
Soaking that bitch.
Wow.
She ain't even
Hey,
holding
Nelson.
the follow through no
Hey,
more. That
Nelson's
bitch
lit.
is gone.
You said an announcer lit?
Yeah. Better than ours. Used to be Reggie Miller talking. Talking about they
It's
shooting
like
for him.
3.
She's already up to 31.
She missed 2 so far.
Corner. This is incredible. Sabrina Ionescu.
Cash
Yeah,
that
that's
bitch.
tough.
Right. Hey, you know you hooping when you ain't holding the follow through no more.
That's
Man.
Nah, she didn't let that bitch go. She let the last one go too. She didn't even hold that bitch. She let that bitch go.
Hey, yo, it's way hard to shoot off the rack,
She
boy.
did that in the first
Hey.
round?
They a lot different than
That's
the
the
NBA,
final
bro.
round.
That's
That's
the
the
ending.
game.
They
Oh,
wouldn't
okay.
be that hype over if it was
That was
NBA.
Nah, if
Nah,
it was
the-
that
the-
record, they would have been. I think
Yeah.
they would have been.
It would have been. Remember that's the new format for the 3-point shooting contest. She set the record amongst guys and girls. She set the record. Only missed twice. The person that she beat was Steph. He had 31 previously. She had 37.
That's
She set the
nuts.
record. Or like 38 or something like that. Nuts, bro. She missed twice.
Yeah, nutty.
Sabrina's
Yeah,
crazy. I
nah.
knew she was gonna be crazy when she was working out with Kobe. She's been working out with Kobe for years. Even working out with him up until the year that he passed. I knew she was gonna be crazy, just like how much she worked. She also worked out with Steph. So yeah, I mean, like the work ethic is already there. The shooting capability was already there. She was the dominant in college, so I already knew what she was gonna get here. She was gonna be tough. But yeah, that's kind of wild to see. Like, I mean, they shoot. It's so funny because I was talking to moms about this, and I was like, you know how like when you look at the NBA game, the other end of it, the WNBA wasn't flashy, right? The NBA had dunks, NBA had crossovers, NBA had alley oop stuff like that. So the NBA game looked appealing. But now this is another testimony to Steph. He changed the game. He made it a jump shooting game, right? And now you look at the WNBA, it's like, oh well, it was always a jump shooting game. They wasn't dunking. So now you look at all these great shooters in the WNBA, and now you're like, oh shoot, they actually hooping too. But now they got the crossovers, they got the flare, they got the flash too.
Yeah.
But now they just putting the skill what Steph already made popular, which is shooting. Now you got these WNBA and college players just pulling from half, pulling from the volleyball lines, pulling from deep.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh, okay, they kind of actually like, in terms of excitement, and you can tell by the way that the numbers have been going for the WNBA, is like the excitement level is getting there because it's no longer about dunks anymore. It's about
Well,
like,
yeah, man, and I
I'm
like
shooting.
I like in the WNBA, like Sabrina came in there with a kill zone, man. She came in there like, you know what, like I'm about to obliterate a record. Like it'd be too cool in the NBA. NBA always, you know, they iPod and blinging, man. They walking around.
iPod and blinging. You
They-
sound like an old head right there, son.
Yeah.
iPod and blinging.
You know, he walking around. He, he just kind of, oh man, it ain't nothing. I'm gonna go up there and put up this tater. You didn't win 0 for 12.
Right. Just cheesing.
Yeah,
He,
yeah.
hey,
Dapping.
nigga got 30 mil on his neck. He in the
Yeah.
All-Star game shooting the three. It's like, all right,
Hey,
bro.
he in there dripped up, looking
Yeah,
Nigga
dripped
dripped out
up.
like.
he ain't even really shooting. He just
He
grabbed it
looking
out
like
the
5
paint.
right here, dripped up.
You know what I'm
Just
saying? He
Dripped
just
smiling,
right up.
out,
just smiling.
Yeah,
just
it's like,
cheesing. Nigga done airballed 8 times. He still cheesing.
yeah, it's like,
Right,
nah, man, nah. Go out there and get a bucket. Let me see.
right. So
Can
let's
you
get
hit?
into this the championship game of the G League, or Summer League. My bad. It's the G League All Stars.
Yeah, some of them gonna play
G
though.
League
Yeah,
All Star.
yeah. Some of them. Let's watch these highlights real quick.
Oh yeah, I watched a little bit of this.
He about to get a job, bruh.
Gets it to Mobley. That's
No,
This
that's
is
Who?
Big Brother Mobley, huh?
Yeah,
that's
he
his
on
brother.
there. He on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully he get ticked this year.
Big brother.
24 hours ago as well.
I hope they figure out they small forward this year. Hopefully Monty Bates come in clutch.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
gonna be
he
money.
gonna
It's gonna be a
ball.
money.
I think it's gonna be
It's gonna be
money. I think it'll be money. After half the season, him getting cooked by Karis LeVert and Okoye, I think he gonna come in ready.
Didn't they pick
Yeah, I
up
think
someone else though? Oh, I'm tripping.
they brought back Seti. That's the perfect
Nah,
veteran to
steady
have.
on the Spurs. Steady on the
Seti's
Spurs.
gone.
We got traded.
Yeah, steady on the third.
What?
Yeah, Spurs.
I was about to say that's the best professional to teach him how to be a pro. That's the best one. But he already said something about like that he's close with Donovan. So
Yeah, for sure. Definitely close with Donovan.
Ooh.
I mean,
What's his
they
defense
gonna get
doing,
him,
Dunk
bro.
bro?
He
on.
definitely got to get that third spot. You got to get that third spot for
I
sure.
like Big Brother.
hey,
I
they
do
was
too.
supposed to
too.
be killing that SC
They
though.
getting
Wasn't
I
cooked.
just
They
wish he went
was.
to a
They
different
was.
team.
They
I wish he
was.
went to a different team though.
So he could
Yeah.
play.
Yeah,
Yeah, because he got outshined by his brother when they was playing together.
Yeah.
yeah.
Definitely.
And then once
For
he
sure,
left,
that.
he shot up. He started hooping, and then he came back.
Y'all should have got him for real.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ooh, him in Sacramento might have been crazy.
Yeah,
It
that
would have
is
been
cool.
cold. Then y'all could have got rid of HB trash ass.
Yeah, he gotta go.
chill,
They
man.
like
He a vet.
HB over there.
He gotta go.
He a vet.
He the sacrifice. Man, he the sacrifice, man. If you want to win, then you
Hey,
gotta go. You gotta have him on your team and get rid of him.
after this, don't let me forget though. But I do want to talk about. Cooper Sharif.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Don't let me forget. I can talk about him now.
Yeah, go ahead.
Why they how y'all feel, man, about these little guards, bro? Like they really, and it was something that pulled up that I thought was interesting. It was somebody gave a reason on why small guards aren't given a chance in the league like that. And I
I
thought
think
it
it
was
was Van Vliet.
Was it Vleek?
I think it was. I think he commented on it. But go ahead, keep going.
No, I'm not sure who it was, but I liked what he said. I wanted to ask, you guys on what you guys thought about it. But pretty much he was saying that, like, if Sharif Cooper, like Trae Young, or like someone else that was smaller had went higher, like Trae Young, then it would have been fine. But his offensive game, like, isn't at the upper echelon as like an IT or like as an Iverson, and he can't play defense.
Yeah,
So it's like now you're really coming in and you're really just baking on one side of on the offensive side, but then he's on Cleveland. So what are you gonna do? You're gonna sit him and then bring in Garland, and it's like you can't do that because you're getting killed on your first unit and your second unit. So I just thought it was interesting because IT did give you 30. So that's why you were okay with him being a liability per se on defense. But there's a lot of young dudes out here that's really killing. Like even the Kansas State dude is really killing, but they may not get the opportunity. What y'all got to say on that?
It's a tall guards league. Why am I gonna go? And it's just the nature of the league. Why am I gonna go have a small guard do something that I can have a big guard do. And it's just basically that. I mean, you got to be twice as good, twice the best, because when it comes down to it, we going screen and roll, and you gonna be in the screen all night long.
Yeah, you gonna get
We
it.
trying to make sure that you end up on the big, or you end up behind the bigger guard. And yeah, you're gonna be able to hit shot like IT. He's a perfect example. Like, as long as you hitting, you straight. But one injury, you lose your first step, you cooked.
Not even just
And
that.
Sharif,
Go ahead, my fault.
no, you straight.
I'm
Go
just
ahead, go
like,
ahead.
I've seen too many times little guards are expendable. They are used a
Yeah,
lot to make trades. And like if they ball out, you're immediately like, you could go. We'll trade to go get somebody else for you. I've seen that a lot with small guards in the league. So I'm not too confident in the league trusting in a small guard, like you said, unless they went high overall, like Trae Young or something like that. But even then, Trae Young's like what 5'11". How tall is this dude?
yeah,
Six
he gonna
one,
get the he gonna
six
get the
one.
rope. Yeah, he gonna get the
This
rope.
dude Cooper 6 foot.
He's 6 foot. He might
Small.
stand a chance
Yeah.
for sure.
I'm a little biased on this one, man. I'm a little biased, man. I'm always rooting for the small guard. Me being a small guard, so like I'm a little biased on this. I feel like you're gonna be a small guard, and I think this is the reason why Sharif really hasn't gotten a shot. Is he's too cool. He's too cool. He's too cool with it. That nigga Paul George at 6 foot. There's no need for you to be moving slow. There's no need for you to be too cool. Like, you're gonna be a small guard. You gotta be sweaty. You gotta be IT. You gotta be Davion Mitchell. You gotta be sweaty.
Yeah,
And it's
yeah,
kind of like the same thing with like Van Vliet. Like Van Vliet might be on his way out too. But the reason why Van Vliet's not is
Not no
because he's
more.
looked at as a champ.
yeah,
Had a
He's
couple
looked
of
at as a
years
champ
now.
that really can
And
that
he's a
right.
high level driving kick player.
basketball, dude.
Like
Right.
driving
We
kick
see
player
He can get to the paint every time. So
every
it's
what
like
time.
Van Vliet could do every time he pulled up
Rico.
to the Rico, he's
every time
dropping.
he at
I
the
mean,
Rico,
he getting
every
no
time he
face
at the
people
Rico.
20 points a game, B.
Every time he at the Rico, he hooping. But like I said to you know to my point is like I'm rooting for the little guard because the game has been about talent. And I think that's where the NBA kind of has their blindfolds on because they overlook the talent that's under 6 foot or 6 foot. Because like, what's the thing with like with Victor Wembanyama? It's like, oh, he's a 7'5" guy dribbling.
Mm.
It's like, okay, yeah, but there's a
Oh, clean.
6 foot guard that can get to the paint every time, and he has a nice fade. Like the little guard that was doing the sky hook
Yeah,
in the G
Yeah,
League.
yeah.
It's
Buddy
like
from the OKC.
it's
yeah,
like Buddy can get to the paint, and he averages the most points in the paint amongst bigs and littles.
Right.
yeah.
But he not getting looked because why? Because he's 6. Well,
Well,
guess
Yeah.
what you're doing anyway? You're in a league where you're switching everything anyway. So
and
just
that
switch everything. You don't got
what
he ain't got to be on the guy. We can
what
run a zone. Like that's
that's
one thing that Miami does well. Miami
yeah,
don't got no 7 footers. They don't got nobody over 6'8" on their team for real. And they just switch everything and make sure all their guards stay above the free throw line. That's
yeah,
it. We're gonna
that
switch everything and stay above the free throw line. I just think they overlook talent, bro. And it's like when you look at guys, it's like, okay, you got rid of IT after a year where he had 30 points per. I get that. Yeah, he got injured, all that stuff. Yeah, I get all that. But they would rather like the NBA is
It's
always
tough.
built on potential. So it's like we'll go ahead and get a guy because of what we think he can be in 4 years, rather than getting a guy that's 6 foot that we know is getting 30. Or like to your point, dude that just Noel, he's on the Raptors right now. Let the whole NCAA in assists. So you know he can create for his other team, but I don't want
yeah,
to get him because he's 5'8", 5'9".
5'8". Yeah.
Like
yeah. I
what
mean,
are we really talking about?
I get it, and there is value there. The talent is there. But I kind of look at it and I say, yeah, you're absolutely right. Because this year you're gonna do well, but there's going to be a 6'4" guy with your skill set. I can get somebody, to pass the basketball. You got to be an elite one-on-one guy if you're going to be little. And I think that's what the Van Vliets, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, you gotta be sweaty, bro. Like,
Yeah, I
you
like that.
coming in
I like that you
cool.
said that. You can't be no
You
cool
could
daddy
like
in
if you
here.
really look at Sharif game, that nigga cool.
Yeah, he the cool daddy. You know
But
what
I
I'm
don't
When
even
saying?
he ain't
think
on the
because he
court.
cool. For me, guards like Sharif and pretty much all small guards, not even just small guard, pretty much the guard position all kind of play the same with a ball dominant. That's the difference between like a Fred VanVleet. I'm pretty sure Fred was ball dominant, but eventually had to switch to being off ball and being a knockdown catch and shoot. And that's really what got him paid for him being a catch and shoot. And then once he got paid, and then Kawhi left and everybody left,
They
then you
gave him the
They
start
need
seeing
him.
keys.
him.
Yeah.
They need him to
Yeah,
be
then
him.
you start seeing him getting in his bag. And we was like, dang, we ain't never seen this. And he just never had a shot. If he was like Bill said, if he was picked fifth or 10, one high overall, and they expect him to be in that guy from the rookie, then yeah,
We would
that's
have
when
seen
you
that.
that's when you take over. But like if you undrafted, you gotta kind of switch your game up other
Yeah, I
than
mean
just be
it's
ball dominant.
yeah, you for sure that. But it's also like for me when I look at it, it's like two things. It's a cop out when you say, "Oh, well, these little guards they can't guard nobody." Because I'm looking at these 6'8" niggas that can't guard nobody either. Y'all niggas giving
Right.
up the same amount of points,
But it's
Right.
right?
but it's length though. If
That
we can
He's
equally
giving up the same
but we
points.
can equally say though, we can easily say on the Warriors, who are they always switching? Who has the toughest matchup on defense every night?
I mean,
Steph.
it's gonna be the 6'8".
And he
Yeah,
the
it's gonna. I
littlest
mean,
nigga on the
yeah,
court. Same with
yeah,
Trey Young.
but
You ask Trey
okay,
Young
but
his
look,
shit.
but I, but
I saying they gonna do shit. We
but
ain't
yeah.
look,
saying
but
that
You
about
giving it
I'm
up.
looking at it like this.
You
I'm
giving it
looking at
up.
it like this.
But so
I'm
I get
looking
what
at it
you're
like this.
saying,
We
Drew,
at the
because
rec.
you
We
you
at the
giving it
rec,
up.
right? Right. We got a six. We got yeah. You know what I mean? We got a 6'6" dude. Yeah, yeah. You gotta play big, bro. He ain't got a rebound. We
yeah.
immediately gonna put 5 at the big. We know, okay, he gonna at least hit somebody and get 5, 6, 8, 8, 9 rebounds. So it
Right.
don't matter. Like for me, when I look at the game, it don't that whole like, oh, well, he can't guard nobody. Well, you didn't check in a nigga that's 6'10" that ain't guard nobody either. So
Yeah,
for
but
me,
I
I
hear
look
what
at
you're
it like
saying.
That's why
I
Christian
ain't.
get
Wood
you.
ain't got no
But the
job now.
only the only reason why I bring that up, the only reason why I bring up is that you ain't gonna guard nobody because of this. Boy, you come in at 5'2" and you playing against me at the rec. Oh, hey, listen, even if you ain't guarding me, hey, come over here and
Switch. Hey, come over here and set this one
bring
right
him
here.
to me. And you gonna hear that all night. And as a coach, I'm sick of hearing that, man.
You
I'm
gonna
sick of
hear?
hearing it. As a
Yeah, you
coach,
gonna
I gotta
hear?
deal with you
Yeah, you
all
gonna
week.
hear? But look, but that's why you gotta be sweaty. Now you gotta be Davion.
Yeah,
No, you
right.
need to be
Be
you need to
Davion.
be Eric. What's buddy name? Boykins. Eric Boykins. Eric
Yeah,
Boykins
yeah.
out
Bro,
Right.
here. But
look,
that's
He
6
got bounce
steals a
though.
game.
but I look,
That's
Yes, you
but
six
I
gotta
look
steals
at
a
be
that.
game.
sweaty.
But I
And
You
he
gotta
also
got
be
look
bounce.
at
sweaty.
that, and I say I'll be the realest one to you. Van Vliet got to benefit from having a bigger guard next to him in Kyle Lowry, who's a little bit bigger. You got to remember, Kyle Lowry did the same thing in Houston with Aaron Brooks.
Mm.
Hey, next to me,
Okay, that's true.
go get these bucks because I can get you open. So if you have like a big enough guard, you know what I mean, to play next to, then it's easier for you to play the two. Think about IT. You sitting next there, Avery Bradley. He could play the one in
Fred play
Boston.
defense too though.
Huh?
Fred be playing
You,
defense too.
Yeah,
He played D,
Fred plays
but
defense. He
it's one
plays
of those
defense.
things to where it's like if you have a bigger guard next to you that could kind of like share the even Hall of Fame Isaiah Thomas is playing next to Joe Dumars. You know what I'm saying? If you got a guy like
Yeah, nah,
Iverson was
I
playing
get
next
what
to
y'all
Aaron
saying now.
McKie.
Eric
I
Snow
mean, not
and Eric
Eric
Snow.
Snow. Eric Snow.
Yeah, I get what y'all saying now. Cause like a little guard that I look at right now is Brunson.
Yeah.
little guard, but he's a Villanova guy. He plays defense. So
That
like,
nigga
it's
thick.
not
That nigga 230.
right. It's
But hey,
right.
he
It's
one of
hey,
those Fred VanVleet too. He had to play off
right. He
ball.
Because
plays
six
defense. He
two,
plays
six
And
three.
defense.
then
He
once
Yeah,
he
ain't
got the
little.
keys,
He
he started
yeah.
ain't
going
He
little.
not
in.
He's
real. He
six
not
two,
little.
6'3". He not little.
Yeah, he
He
not
didn't
real
look
little.
little in
But
Cleveland. He look.
But he a
Hey,
He
perfect
looks tiny in the
example.
Nuggets. That nigga looks. I
Yeah.
mean, on the Knicks, he looks tiny.
yeah.
yeah,
But
nigga.
again, when you're playing up against Garland in the first round, it's like, and Donovan's only a couple inches taller than you. You kind of look,
Right.
Donovan's short too.
you look 6'4".
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like, all right,
But to my point, like you got to be sweaty because like Darius Garland's considered a little guard. He's only 6'1", but he's sweaty. He's getting 28. He's trying to get, at least he's trying to get 28.
yeah,
But
yeah.
that's
You
the
got to
fourth
go
pick
and get it.
overall. So they
Yeah,
already knew
That's
that he
different.
can do more than
yeah.
just Sharif.
Uh-huh.
Sharif
Yeah.
was nice. He averaged 20. He nice, but we can talk about this all day. But long story short,
Point
nigga,
guards are diamond dozen too.
drink
Point
some
guards
milk,
are, there's
nigga.
so many
Right.
point guards that come in this. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's
Point
80
guards.
point guards coming in a year.
Yeah, yeah. There's gonna be
Them
somebody
so many.
6'5" point guard
Yeah,
next
yeah,
season.
it's 3 steaks a day for sure.
Yeah, for sure. So that the championship game was Houston and Cleveland. Cleveland ended up winning that.
Yeah.
So that'll transition into
Hey,
the
shout out Cam,
MVP.
man. Lakers should have got Cam. Cam got
We about to
MVP.
go right now. That's a good. I love it right
Feel
now. A
me?
good Virgo telepathy right now, man. We're gonna go
Right,
into the
right,
MVP of the whole summer league,
man.
Mr. Cam, going crazy.
I
Yeah,
know
man.
I know he won MVP and we won MVP averaging 26 and 4 or 26 and 3 steals a game. But
Yeah.
I
That
mean
no look was
that was
ugly.
one more point. That was one more point than Max Christie. So with the same stats. So I ain't really, it's
They
I'm gonna see.
undefeated though. Well, it's to the
Right.
finals.
Like
Dude, they
Max
had
Christie, you know what I mean?
Jabari Smith.
Yeah, they had everybody.
Yeah, they had first
They
game,
had
2
Tari.
games.
They had Tari Eason. Man, they
Man.
showing this block, and this dude just doing nutty. He play, man.
Yeah, he trying to get a contract. He trying to get a contract, man.
This is all I'm saying is what I'm not hating on, bro. Bro
That
can
he's
play,
sweaty.
but if
Yeah,
you
he's
not
sweaty.
You gotta be sweaty, bro.
if you
You
not
sit
going to
look, you 6'6", you already got NBA body. Right? And
Nah,
you're sweaty.
you know what
Nigga
happened?
checked in sweaty.
But you know what happened though? Your boy got hurt. That's really why he won it. Cause
No,
Yeah,
he
but
won
he
it
was
because
but
they
he was
sat.
but
They
he was
won. They
getting
won it because
he
they
was getting
sat. They
20 something with
sat
him.
Jabari Smith. They sat their
Right.
players.
you
So
don't think
They
you
sat
third
don't think dude
option.
from Utah would have
but
got
this what
that?
I'm saying. But this what I'm saying
He
though,
got
like
like
Keontae George.
30 and 10.
Keontae my dude. But
they
what
was
I'm saying with
losing.
Cam, what I'm saying with
Hey,
Cam
Nigga,
is this.
30 and
They
10 now.
4-0. You see their record? They 4-0 right there. Hey, now look. But the thing is with Cam is like, what are you doing when niggas are scoring on your team? He was still putting, I was telling you guys this last time. He was still putting up 18, 20 points with Jabari going 40.
He had
look, but
20.
my biggest thing, the only reason why we all know that he was supposed to get picked in the 10 range from 10
Yeah,
down.
yeah.
The
I
reason
don't
why
know
he
who
didn't
we
get
got.
picked from 10, the reason why he didn't is for more than what we're talking about. He had really bad interviews and he had bad work. His workouts went bad. Team after team, it wasn't just, a few teams passed on him. 20 teams passed him.
Right.
And
So,
the reason
Something
why
happened.
it,
Yeah, for
it
sure.
looks
Something
good
happened.
right now because everything's going good. But the reason why they have you go through an interview process and when you're getting drafted is what happens when you don't want to play. What happens when you're doing the things that you don't want to do? You know what I'm saying? Are you still a pro when that happens? Because you got to remember, my man that's in the big three, he went top
Royce White, top
Royce
20.
White didn't want to get on one plane. He came in with LeBron's body
he
and didn't
did.
want to get on the plane, and now he big three legend.
He came in this draft class that we
That
about to
nigga,
redraft. Oh no,
nigga
he
Yeah,
hit
came
you
in
about
him.
2002. Sorry, 2002. I seen his name earlier.
I mean, nah, you better drive. That's okay. You don't
Yeah,
have to
it's
drive
like,
everywhere.
I
nah,
think
man, you can't make it. We got practice. Get your butt on the plane. But look, it's
Actually,
like,
I'm wrong. He was supposed to be in this draft that we redrafted. Royce White.
see, so I'm looking at it and I say, yeah, it's not about, it's not. You can have the talent on the floor. We've seen this time and time again. What happens when it's no longer your name being called? Are you going to blow my locker room up because your number's not getting called anymore? Or do I always have to play you?
That nigga
Well,
nice though.
good point. Like something
That nigga
definitely
nice though.
happened in the interview process, but I look at talent, right? So you got to think about it. When you put him around a lot of knuckleheads in Houston, I can
That
see
nigga's
your
getting a
concern.
lot of steals.
I
Sweaty.
can see your concern.
He
But
had
when
like
you put him with
6.
the Lakers,
No, I'm
no
not.
nonsense.
I just
There's
don't
I don't
think
know
no
that
why
he's
y'all
nonsense.
didn't draft him.
No, I don't think that he's a good prospect for us. Basically, I mean, he's a small forward at 6'6", when really we do things based on body potential more than anything. And he's a 3. He's not going to play shooting guard in the NBA. He's going to be a small forward.
Yeah,
So
he's a small, but I'm looking at, you know, the organization. The Lakers would have got him right. There's another place that I
Or
wish he would have went
Miami.
to.
Shit.
I wish he would have went to Miami. Miami passed up on him too. I
Yeah, I
think
don't know why
Miami
they
would
passed
have got
him.
him right. You have to go to the right organization. When you go to Houston, hopefully coach, who's their new coach? Monty.
Ime, yeah,
Ime
Ime.
No,
Udoka.
Ime. Hopefully Ime can come in there and kind of change the whole culture. But if you just let Houston go and fuck off like they've been
See,
doing the past couple of years, then yeah, I can see him just falling off into that hole. But if you would have put him with a structured organization, bro, with this talent, bro got too much talent.
but Houston gonna be so fun to watch because they all battle around the same position. They all gonna be looking who's the best out of this position.
But that can also
Houston,
That's
hurt you too,
that
especially
right
if
I'm
you
just
there
saying
is
like
it's
a
gonna be fun
it's
though.
me.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
if
It's
it's
gonna be
me,
fun
like
to
it's
watch.
me.
Yeah.
It's gonna be nutty.
It's gonna be
It's
fun to
gonna
watch.
have
We
my
ain't saying
turn,
it's gonna
your
be
turn.
successful, but it's gonna be
Right,
fun to
it,
watch.
right.
it is until you dealing with I ain't touched it in 2 days, man. It's me tonight. Nah, man,
Sweater
no.
finna be going off that day.
Run the O
That's
because
what Bleef for.
Yeah,
it's
good
like
time.
you just got Amen Thompson.
Oh,
You just got him. You also just
That's
signed
all
Van
ugly.
Vliet.
Right.
So he gonna be
And
You
playing
also have the
3.
Brooks.
number one pick in Jabari
You had
Smith,
the
And
number one pick in
Brooks.
Jabari. You still got Young Bo,
Jalen Green.
Jalen
Jalen
Green.
Green. So
Like,
it's
bro,
like
they got a
you
bunch.
got Tari Eason who was playing in here. Like
Eden.
and you just got Dylan Brooks. So when you tell Young Bo that he not
And
playing for
Fred.
the next 10 games, I hope he's
Yeah,
still
you gotta
coming to the
you gotta
gym.
tell him he playing 10 minutes a game. But he the type of sweaty to go get 10.
No,
I'm
yeah.
playing 10 minutes, I'm getting 10 points.
But what if my biggest thing is this is when it's going good.
hey,
It's going good.
what did he
You
shoot?
ain't getting pulled no matter what over here in Houston in the summer league. You're not
What
getting
did he
pulled,
shoot for the
man.
game? I'll look right now.
What did he shoot for the summer
You're
league?
like
What is his
you're not.
percentage on shots?
Hey, bro, looking nice, 5, ain't he?
He looking nice, but I need to know the whole story.
Bro, it's sweaty.
Right.
Okay, I get you. But listen, when you check in and you already wiping yourself off, player we need. He should have went to the Bucks too. Go to the Bucks. Go sweat over there too.
They don't need no
Cause you
help.
know who ain't? Chris.
I ain't see
Chris don't
one
even want to play no more.
that just getting the ball, jacking it up.
Nigga James Middleton don't even want to play no more.
If he shoot like 4,
James
Sweaty. Who is he
Middleton.
just
I
bumping
mean,
out the
look,
way like that?
look. If they get to play him, if he gets to play, he'll be good because he'll be able to be in that black hole role. But
I'm gonna
6
put him
man
in
it. Yeah,
for
just 6 man it. Just 6 man it.
yeah, if he get the black hole, he's straight.
He shot
But it's like
44%.
44.
That's
on
good.
the field. That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
that's
shot
good.
good from 3.
Well, from the 3.
From the 3, he shot 28.
Yeah. Okay. There go.
28.
There go.
Yeah.
But he's young. But
28.
because he putting
Yeah,
them
he
bitches
young.
up.
He
He's a
that'll get
dunker. He's a slasher. He's shooting them bitches off. He's shooting them bitches.
He's shooting
Yeah,
them.
but they hold.
I mean, but that's the question mark too. Like,
That
bro,
nigga shot 8. That
can
nigga
you-
shot 8 a game. That nigga shooting
Right.
them hoes.
He
Right?
Look,
ain't got no
Can you
shooters
play
for
make?
real.
8
Can
a
you play
game
make?
at
And can you catch and shoot?
20% is bad. It is bad. 8 a
29
game at
at
20%.
29. Yeah,
20,
it's
29%.
bad.
29, 29. It's bad.
29%.
No,
It's
it's
bad.
bad regardless if you cut it, nigga. It's bad.
No,
It looked like Russell. He looked like Russell Westbrook out here breaking them
but
off.
I just
If you was
want
watching
him.
the full game.
He'll shoot. He'll get 4 a game in a regular game. He'll get 4, right? And he'll live in transition, right? Which is gonna be good, but that's also your money grab is gonna be living in transition, and Jabari Smith gonna get the bulk of your 3-point shots. You know what I mean? But Jalen Green lives in transition, and he ain't giving
Right.
it up when he
Here's
get
my
in.
He's
thing,
not
man.
passing it, and that's
He ain't
He's
another
passing.
thing
not
I
going
was
to
saying.
have
He's
this
going
free
up.
reign on the team if he does get minutes like that. He's not going to have the free reign to put up that many shots. So when he's not putting up as many threes as he was in the summer league, how's that percentage going to transition to the lesser shots? It's going to be interesting to
Well,
see.
yeah, I mean, I
That
get what you're saying
He
too, but
does got a
when you
high
got a
motor
whole
too.
when you
yeah,
got
he'll
a
play.
whole culture change, you got a
Yeah,
whole culture change now. So
yeah,
what you've been doing the past 3-4 years, y'all done fucked off. I'm bringing a whole new dude in, new coaching staff. We're
yeah,
changing the whole culture.
yeah.
So he's actually coming into the best situation
Right.
because now Udoka is going to be like, I don't care what you've done. I don't care if you've been here. You have not been winning.
Yeah.
So
Prove to me that you
I'm
want to
going
play.
to prove that you want to play. And if he
Yeah.
comes out, oh, I'm guarding the best player, Jalen Green, every day in practice, locking his ass up.
Don't do that.
Hey, if he do that,
Don't do that.
he gonna start.
Jalen Green
And
mook
that's
ass don't get buckets on him.
These
Yeah.
highlights right here that we playing are for all the first team players. So everybody that was on the first team, they best plays.
Hey
Hey,
man,
he
all
look
you gotta do
nice
is shout out
right
Keontae.
there.
Hey,
Cleveland
him
about
right
to
here for
have to pick
Denver.
him up.
Hey, he might
I
be
mean,
playing, bruh. He might be playing, bruh. He might be getting some
they
tips.
lost everybody on their team. Yeah, he
Keontae,
playing.
shout out Keontae.
Nice.
Pool.
he would have won a low key.
Nice.
The
Nice.
team is
What are you looking for?
the first team was Keontae George, Sam Morrell. I think that's how you say it. Muriel.
Murrow.
Orlando
Yeah.
Morrow. Yeah, Sam Morrow. Orlando Robinson, Hunter
Mm-hmm.
Tyson, and Cam Whitmore. That's your first team.
Yeah.
Hunter Tyson is crazy. Hunter Tyson's crazy.
Wet ball. Rack ball.
Hey, you might see him in there too, the way he was shooting, bruh.
Yep.
Yeah, they got
Murrow.
over in Cleveland. They come up with a couple wings
He
over
was shooting.
there.
Yeah.
Sweaty, bro. He's gotta be sweaty, bro. And he is.
Yeah,
I
no,
hope he don't get hurt.
he
He
coming
had
with
like
the
6
motor.
the other day too, or like
The motor that he gonna need, he got it. You know what I mean? I'm not.
Give me
Oh,
that
give me
shit, you
that.
dumb motherfucker.
then
Yeah,
talk
give me.
shit.
Right. He
They
playing,
got
bro.
another white boy over there. Is that Denver?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Denver.
Yes,
Yeah.
he's gonna play, bro. He's gonna play.
He
They
trying
got
to break
that.
his. He almost tore his.
I
He,
ain't knowing this
he
one.
almost
Right.
he almost did it to himself, man.
First
That's
of all,
why
he
they cut it
sent
off
to
on the
Jones.
replay.
Right.
Yeah, he asked to get helped up to the locker room, man.
I want to see what he gonna do this year. How he gonna play.
Oh
Back to
shit,
him.
he like that?
That's
Yes,
sweaty.
Back to
Miro's
me.
like
He's
that.
like that, bro. Back to me.
Oh, he
That
like
boy-
that?
Hey, he in 2K right now. You can go get him. He in free agent.
Oh, that nigga like that? Hold on.
That's it. He
That ain't moving.
A white boy, I'm telling you, no name white boy, no name, no face, no neck. They going
No
crazy.
neck.
Oh, who? Nah, hold on. Who did it 360?
You see what I'm saying? Look,
360
Look.
layup in.
this is what I'm saying. I'm not looking at nothing else. Of course he's sending my man. What is he doing?
He's trying to get a job, man. He's trying to get a job.
Yeah.
Man. That's it.
Like, hey man, he's sending that. Of course, people out
Sweaty.
there being
Just
nutty.
sweaty.
Now that I mean,
Just
shoot,
sweaty.
if he does that, he'll be fine.
He was
It
just
don't matter
bullying
about
these
what he's
niggas right
doing.
Yeah, he was.
You know,
Detroit
like,
didn't have no business being out here today.
Man.
no.
Nah.
But I'll
Here
say
you
this.
go.
Even in
There
the
you go.
Key is stupid.
Ooh.
even in the second unit, he gonna be playing with Amon Thompson.
Oh, good defense.
Yeah, I think they're gonna probably run Amon at the 3, start him at the 3, like
They're
they're
gonna
gonna do
run
with
him
his
at
brother.
3.
They're
Yeah,
gonna
you
do.
got
They're
to.
ugly,
He's
bro. They're
athletic, bro. He's
ugly,
athletic
bro.
to do it though.
Their
He's
whole
athletic
team's
to do it.
ugly,
But
bro.
that's a point guard.
If you go off their
They
He's
starting
have
athletic
to.
lineup,
to do it,
if you go
They
off their
have to.
starting lineup, it's gonna be Fred
That was
and
tough.
Dylan already because you just paid them niggas.
bro.
Nah,
Denver got
Dylan
another
coming
one.
off.
Play
Dylan
Jalen
coming
Denver
off.
got
Green.
another one. Find
No,
me.
Dylan. Yeah,
Athletic.
Jalen gonna start. Dylan coming off.
Psycho.
I don't give a damn what
Psycho.
I pay.
He's a
starting at the
psycho, Fi.
3,
He's a
man.
psycho.
Yeah, I just picked up this dude number 3 overall in the draft, and he coming off. Which I mean, hey, you know me, I'm old school. Sit his behind till he show me he nice in the league. But
The nigga played one game, came out 50, had 17 points in the first quarter, didn't he?
yeah, he did do something crazy and then twisted
Yeah.
his ass. They ain't need to see no more.
Yeah, I don't need to see no more. He ain't even tweak it for real. They was just like, that's your
Yeah, he
ankle?
was
Yeah, you
jumping
out.
around the next game and shit. The nigga was
Yeah.
cheering and
Right.
jumping around. They just sat him down. Said, "All
You
right,
guys
yeah,
talking
we
about
seen
the
you."
They said,
twin?
we seen it.
Yeah,
Boy
Yeah.
had 17 and 5 in the quarter. They said, you know what, we good.
Bro, they
We good
Right.
fun to
with him.
watch. I ain't gonna lie, they fun to watch.
they got energy like a
but
motherfucker, and they
they
sweaty.
gotta
Sweaty.
They sweaty.
they gotta do it.
Long as hell,
You know what I
just
mean?
sweating.
Sweaty.
Yeah.
One nigga
No
had
more
17 and
lottery
16.
picks.
I said, okay, these niggas just out here
Find
just
me.
jumping.
Find me.
I'm mad because they getting the same kind of steel, like the same kind of steel.
I'll
Just
be
putting their
mad guarding
hands up,
somebody
getting the
like
steel
that.
like that.
This
Find
nigga's
me.
wet. That's how I'm
Yeah.
trying to be.
That nigga ain't hitting the rim.
He's running,
I'm
Jay.
telling you.
You don't want to be moving.
Nah. I ain't gonna be running. I still gonna be moving.
Man,
I'm gonna get my
drop.
little set off, but it's all gonna be cash. That's what I'm trying to get off.
Look at Shannon Sharp.
He's slow
He don't
though.
want to be there.
I did think that when I seen him. I was
Yeah.
like, this nigga could be a little bit
I
faster.
thought he was
Low
a fast
key.
on that fast break.
Cam Whitmore slow. No, Cam, he
He
slapping
was
the
fast.
ball forward.
Okay, well yeah, it was
Yeah,
there
he
too.
gonna get it. I'm just mad that he's
Why
6'6". Maybe he ain't even 6'6". He is 6'5",
He's
small
really
forward.
He's really a 2 guard though. They just
Nah.
got this nigga. It's old school 2 guard. It's just this nigga on the Rockets. He gotta play.
But that's the
he
whole
just
thing.
swole.
If I seen
That
him
nigga just swole.
give me a little 1-2, get to that midi, you know what I mean? If it, you
he
know,
did he did something. He ain't do that, but he did something. He did
Yeah,
a
Yeah.
step
Beyonce.
back,
Hit
dribble,
him off,
create.
yeah.
Beyonce.
He didn't get to a spot though. He didn't get to a spot.
Beam me up.
Right.
Beam me up.
It's the one thing. Like we knew, it's people
He
like
was
this.
hooping,
Like
bro.
we knew as soon as we seen Jordan Clarkson, we knew he was gonna be playing 6-man off the
6
bench,
man.
shooting
6 man.
guard.
6
No
man.
matter what, he getting 30. He gonna get 25. You know,
6 man.
You think he
6
gonna have
man.
this green light? He gonna have this green light?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Who was
Utah?
they playing
Yeah.
that point last year? They was
Sexton.
playing
Sexton.
okay,
And
yeah.
THT.
Yeah. He got green light, man. He got green light.
Basically, he like
Denver,
JC. What you gonna do with JC?
He ain't doing that in the league
let him
though. I'm gonna
spin.
tell you this right now.
They let
Hey,
him.
Denver got them a
JC,
medium rare, didn't they?
It ain't
Medium
even
rare.
It ain't about what you doing
Oh,
with
this
JC.
Denver nigga's a shooter too?
Yeah, JC just
Oh
shooting.
man,
Yeah,
They
Denver
got
nice.
one, bro. They got one.
They got KCP
hey, who's this big
replacement.
dude on Boston? Is that Taco?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's Taco. You see that nigga
They
step
going
back
at
fadeaway?
him, boy. Nah,
You didn't see his step back fadeaway looking terrible? He catched that hoe though. He catched that hoe though. That shit was ugly as fuck. I said this nigga ain't gonna never be in the league.
They should have made Taco play up against Wemby game 1.
Don't do
They
that
should.
to Taco.
Hey, Taco,
Hey, man,
Taco Mary, man, he got one.
He can't stay in front of that young
You got a
man.
joint?
Yeah, he
got a
he's
joint?
stupid. He's stupid. If that's what we got to bring up when we talk about his game, it ain't good, man.
I didn't know he had one. He got a little joint? Oh. That nigga, he's 7'5".
if this is what we got to bring up when we talking about his game, it ain't good, brother.
Can you find me, please?
Cash.
Too much. That boy nasty. Like the way he's shooting it, it ain't even barely holding his. It ain't in his hands too long. It's gone.
Yeah, it is pretty quick.
Yeah,
This
and it
shit
ain't
look
even hit the
like Luke
rim.
Kennard low key.
Yeah.
Yeah, righty Luke.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie.
That's Cam right there.
Yeah, that's Cam. That's Cam.
28%.
That's
He will
28% right
never.
there.
He and that's the reason why.
That nigga 0 for
If
10
he
pulling like
takes 6
that.
dribbles at the top of the key with them other players on the team, they fighting. Didn't Jabari and what's his name fight last season?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be another one this
Kevin
season.
Porter. Bro, I forgot about Kevin Porter. They got that
Yeah,
nigga
he
Oh,
over
getting
there.
traded. He getting
no,
traded. He
no, they
getting
got
traded.
12 of the same people.
They
12.
get their team is
Yeah, they got the
badly
same
built.
builds. Yeah,
Their
they got the
team is
same
They
builds.
badly
all the
built.
same.
They
They
all
all
lit
play
though.
making shots.
Yes,
They
absolutely.
got the same builds. They all got the same builds. They all watch the same YouTube channel to get the same builds.
They
Everybody.
they go to the same barber and they out there all iPod blinging. They about to be cool daddy into the gym
And it's
and
Houston too. And it's Houston
it's Houston.
clubs.
They
Oh
about to
yeah,
live
it's finna be
outside.
bad
They
over
life
there.
outside.
They got the bad coach for that.
Oh, coach gonna be sick. A lot of them gonna be traded. Trade
He
bait.
gonna be there with them.
Yeah, he gonna say, nah, man. I need a couple of these boys going for Siakam. Good vet.
Denver got one, man.
That's the same.
Denver
That
got
is
one for
tough.
sure. Yeah, watch him. Just find me. Just swing it one more. Find me.
Off the drifter.
I like that little push off he got. He gonna get that in the league.
Oh
He
yeah, yeah.
look like my Jason Kidd son build.
See? Yeah, go ahead and get every buck, huh?
Out here, white boy, good thirsty.
Every buck
Right.
chuck.
Every buck chuck.
It's like,
Thirsty. 2 straws.
see? Monkey. Somebody need to get out here, stroll mile, swift somebody. Oh, monkey.
Dot.
Hey, Big
Dot.
ain't really doing it, man. I'm voting for Mobley, man.
Emo.
Just find me, please.
Too
He
much
ain't
buck.
touching. He ain't touching no rim, bro.
Hey, man, I'll be the realest one to you. I'm looking at Duncan Robinson and some of them like, hey, man, me too. You know what I'm saying? If it really comes down to it, let me go out here in this summer
Boy, that
league
Kobe done.
and get the best job. What'd you
Yeah,
say?
no,
The
they
old
finna
head
get
Kobe
one in
Yeah,
dunk?
that
Portland.
Kobe dunk on the fast break right there.
Yeah, he did that little long jump.
Kick his
Yeah.
leg.
long jump. Yeah. Nigga think he Kobe.
Yeah.
So with that, I'm wait till DJ, why he figure it out. But that was third quarter, man. Y'all want got anything to say about y'all boys, y'all favorite little first team niggas? I can read the second team too. I got Max Christie. It was 6 niggas. Max Christie, Javon Freeman, Liberty. His name is crazy, by the way.
Javon
Javon Freeman, Liberty.
Yeah, he doing some World Be Free.
Yeah.
Xavier Moon, Imani Bates, Jabari Smith, and Jalen Williams. And
That
there
team
was
better
6.
than the first team.
It was 6 niggas because Max Christie and Xavier Moon tied so they gave it
The
to
real
both of
little
them.
Kobe.
No, Max Christie was hooping. The first team looks crazy. I mean, real shout out to Imani Bates. He didn't have a good look, especially with measurements and just all his stuff in the combine. But you see he can play, so that
Yeah.
actually looks cool that he got on the second team.
But we always knew that, though. We knew he was a player that
Imani
played
could
that
play.
needs space. Like, you know what I
Imani
mean?
could play.
More
He
space
could
in the
play, bro.
NBA. I'm a one-on-one guy. I'm going to kill these dudes. Like,
Right. I
He just got to
already
get
knew what
more
Cam was
efficient,
gonna
and
do.
when he did towards the end of the tournament, so
yeah.
he did
Right.
what he was supposed to do.
I knew what Cam was gonna do. I was mad we passed up on him. Right. One person I thought that was gonna make this was buddy from the Pelicans. He got
Bilal?
drafted.
No, he
No,
went to somewhere else, huh?
Hawkins.
Oh, Hawkins, Jordan Hawkins.
He can shoot that thing too. But I don't think he was. He plays such a system game that I don't think he was gonna do that. But I like his game too. But
He
nah,
from
man,
UConn, right?
everybody that I thought was gonna be nice was nice. So that's what I really like. So especially Keontae, that's the first thing. I told you, man. Keontae, man, he's gonna be nice. He's gonna be nice. Yeah,
So with
really
that
no
being
surprises.
said, let's get into this fourth quarter. It's redraft time. We did it last episode. Fucked up, so it's gonna be our real redraft. We put the names in the chat. If everybody want to go look at it, DJ did that for us. So we're gonna redraft. I know last week y'all did it somewhere. This time we just gonna unanimously do it. We gonna come together with it. If y'all like the way y'all did it last week, we can do that too, where we give everybody their own individual picks, or we can just have everybody just kind of just say that's cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's up to y'all. But yeah, we can get into it. It's the redraft of the 2012 class. What do y'all want to do? Y'all want to do it together, or do y'all want to, give it individual? What y'all want to do?
We can do it together.
Yeah. All right, bet. So for the first pick of our redraft of the 2012 redraft, who we deciding that we going with number one pick overall?
I think it's got to be the first name on that list. Even though he's Mr. Glass.
Yeah.
Anthony?
Even though he's Mr. Glass.
Nah, I'm kidding. Yeah, it's got to be AD.
It's got to be AD.
Listen. All right, look. He's not that injury prone.
He's less injury prone than the other niggas, but that don't mean he's not injury prone.
Bro's injury prone.
No,
he's less injury prone.
He's not that injury prone.
He's been on the ground more than AI in his career.
It's not okay. Him being on the ground and him being on the IR is different, because we've had dudes who literally miss the entire season. At least he ain't do that to us. You know what I'm saying? Like, at least, back to back.
He been there.
He
been there.
Him too. Steph then missed a lot of time. Clay then missed a lot of time. KD, we'll keep going. Let's just go, man.
Anthony Davis is first pick. Go ahead.
Steph took the whole year off because Clay wasn't playing. But he got hurt. He got hurt
6 years prior to it. I mean, he good now.
Nobody brings up Kawhi. Where's Kawhi and where's Paul George?
They don't play.
He
that's
was
why
looking like,
that's why I said the other guys, because those two niggas don't play. They don't play. So we'll get into this number 2 pick. Number 2 overall.
Easy.
What we doing?
It's easy. It's easy.
Clock
it's
in.
Easy. It's easy. He will be first, but AD in the draft class.
Clock in. Could we clock in one time?
I agree. Number 3.
Andre Drummond.
Austin Rivers.
Nah.
I'm personally going Draymond Green.
I'm going Draymond. Hardware.
Nigga got 4 of them things.
Over Chris Middleton.
He really should be number 2, but I'll let y'all niggas live.
Do that.
I'll let y'all niggas live. So
don't do that to me.
You hate.
You don't want to get
Middleton?
into this. You don't want to get into this.
Over James Middleton.
We've been here for
Draymond.
I'm gonna ask you. Who do you want? Draymond or James Middleton?
We could go Draymond. I ain't gonna argue that. Draymond got to be high for sure. He got to be high for sure. Draymond got to be high for sure.
Okay, then. Draymond's 3. I think that's unanimous. DPOY 4 chips?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sure.
That's crazy. We're taking a nigga who has all the hardware and making this nigga third on this list over Dame,
Yeah.
under Dame.
Well, if you
That's
building a
crazy.
team, you're
But
not
Dame
gonna go.
is
You're not gonna go get
Dame is
Draymond
way better.
over Damian Lillard or
Dame
AD.
is a way better talent.
That's crazy.
You
Does
gonna build around
Draymond still
Draymond?
get 4 chips with Markel Fultz shooting them threes?
Am I gonna build over Draymond? No. But it's not about building over them. We're redrafting. This
But
ain't
I'm saying
this ain't high. This is hype
AD
time.
and
You want to
Damian
This
know
ain't
where
Lillard,
potential,
Draymond would have
nigga.
went?
AD and
This
D
is
Lillard
max. This is max shit.
Do you know where Draymond would have went? Washington.
Yeah,
Into the
he's would
Kobe.
have.
I'm just saying AD and Damian Lillard,
This
you
shit would have
got to
been
build
bad.
around. Those are franchise players right there. Draymond's not a franchise player,
Yeah.
so
I
I've got to go.
understand. I understand.
Yeah.
I understand. I understand.
Yeah. That's
So number 4, we going Chris Middleton.
no
No.
Bradley.
Who's
I gotta
Bradley
go
Beal.
Bradley.
I
You
got
got
Chris
I'll go
Middleton.
Chris over
over
Bradley
Bradley?
Beal. Yeah, bro. I like Bradley Beal too.
Chris
Fan
Middleton.
bias
Chris
over
Middleton is a champ
Yeah.
and probably has about the same amount of All-Stars as Bradley Beal.
And you got to think too. He
Less
Okay.
carries that
recognition.
offense a lot. He carries that offense a lot when he's healthy.
He ducks smoke. Ducks it. Ducks it. You
You
just
don't
went on
like
a
Chris
rant.
Middleton, nigga.
Listen to me. You went on a rant about somebody that's been in the Eastern Conference Finals since he stepped
sure.
into the
You
playoffs,
fucking
into
right.
the NBA. James Middleton has been cleared to
Stop
play.
calling that nigga James.
That's his name. Chris
I
is his
know.
middle name.
I know. Stop calling him James.
That nigga James Middleton here, cleared to play, sitting his ass down.
Why would you go Bradley Beal over Chris Middleton?
Listen.
Give me 3 reasons.
Bradley
The nigga's
Beal
not
is the
ducking
number
smoke.
1 option. Chris Middleton never was. Bradley Beal
Is
can
not
create his
ducking
own.
smoke.
Well, yeah, but Bradley Beal does not need a player next to him for him to create his own bucket. Chris Middleton hasn't proven that he can. And the last
His
but
fault.
no.
The
You
nigga
still have
ducking
Drew Holiday next to you.
smoke.
But the third one that I'm going to say is the most important one. Chris Middleton is not getting to 35 points a game.
No,
Bradley Beal is.
I think yo Wilson's is hating,
No,
brother.
but look,
I'll
it all
drink to
goes.
that.
You losing.
But look, it goes to it goes to franchise mode. Yeah, you getting 35 and losing, but you're getting the reason why you getting traded right now is because they had to pay you, stupid.
Okay, so let me ask you a question, and then we'll do the vote. But let me ask y'all a question: if you had to pick a career, which career would you have? Would you have Chris Middleton's or Bradley Beal's?
I want a chip, but did he get the chip because Giannis helped
It
that
don't
chip?
matter. Chill out.
Hold his weight. Don't
It
do
don't
that.
matter because it's not like he's Robert. It's not like he's Robert Horry. He was the second leading scorer on his
He pulled
team,
his weight.
and without his 24 points a game, they not winning. So we can't hold the nigga because he had Giannis and Drew Holiday. That's
He didn't
crazy.
choose what team he wanted to
That's
go
like
to.
hoeing Shaq or Kobe because they had Shaq or Kobe.
No,
That's crazy. You can't do that.
I'm going Bradley Beal because of exactly what you just said. Chris Middleton wasn't doing shit until Giannis got good.
But Chris
And
Middleton,
Bradley Beal has
by off the
always been
years,
that nigga.
we're looking at the years right now. Chris Middleton was second round. First of all, he was a second round draft pick. So in the second round, a year before, 2012, Giannis came 2013. So it's the same trajectory that them niggas was on now. Giannis is, of course, a better player. So I'm not arguing that.
Well, Middleton went to Detroit,
not,
right?
No, he's always been.
I thought he was a Bucks. I can look it up.
He started in Detroit and then went to Milwaukee, I think.
He's always been in Milwaukee. But I'm saying this. Your game didn't elevate to the best player on your team did.
I'll look it up.
Your game hasn't elevated to the best player until Giannis's did. The reason why they moved John Wall is because he started he started
Yeah,
hooping.
he got drafted by Detroit.
Yeah, he went.
So I'm gonna say, to that point, I'm gonna say Bradley Beal.
Okay, that's one for Bradley
Okay,
Beal.
so let's do the vote. Bradley Beal, what you got, 5?
I think it's 3-2 right now. You guys all picked
I'm gonna go Chris
Chris.
Middleton,
Me and
bro.
Bill
Yeah.
picked Bill.
All right, Bill, you going Bradley Beal?
Yeah, I'm currently in Bradley Bill's life right now in every league that I'm in. All right.
I understand. I understand. DJ, who you got? Yeah, I'm gonna go Chris Middleton. So Chris
All right.
Middleton falls to the 4th
Let's
spot.
vote Bill 5.
For
You can
sure.
go ahead and get straight to. Hey, you can go ahead and get straight to 6.
Yeah.
Middleton.
Yeah, his name is Mid.
Stop it.
Middleton.
Stop it.
My
Cut
bad.
it out.
Okay, number 6.
Because I do like Middleton, but he just ducking smoke, bro.
At the 6th spot. And you capping if you telling me that you rather have Bradley Bill right now. Would you rather be Mamba League or the league you in right now?
I'd rather be in the Mamba League.
Because we gonna win. So it's not. I'm not knocking.
No, it's that. I'm not knocking Chris Middleton for that. That's not my argument. I'm looking at player versus player v player.
Player versus player. Player versus player.
Yeah.
And absolutely. And if we were doing, I get that. I get that. So for the 6th pick, what we doing?
HB.
Low-key might gotta go HB.
I'm going Andrew Drummond.
I'm going Drummond.
Drum.
20 and 20, give me that every time. He asked, but give me 20 and 20. And Harrison Barnes ain't never did that. He a champ, but if I put Andrew Drummond on the Warriors too, he a champ too.
Yeah, I'm taking Drummond. I'm taking Drummond for sure.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm taking Andrew Drummond, bro.
For sure.
2 for Drummond.
Harrison Barnes 7.
Yeah, HB 7.
Did he get picked 7 too?
Did he?
Yeah.
I think he did get picked 7.
Yeah.
He right there.
And this is where the list drops off.
Yeah.
Hey, chill. I think
00. 00 on what happened?
No, that's supposed to be dots.
Oh. My bad. I think 00 is Will Barton.
Oh yeah, I ain't
All right,
going.
not Will Barton.
Will ain't getting 8.
It's what
Everybody stand a chance. Yeah.
or Terrence. So who we going with number 8?
Jay Crowder.
Yeah.
I was about to say, low-key, we might gotta take Jay Crowder.
Yeah, definitely Jay Crowder.
Jay Crowder at number 8?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we might low-key gotta take Jay Crowder.
For sure. I'll take Jay Crowder.
Whatever we want.
Both for
Who
me.
you gonna say, T-Raw?
For me, both. T-Ross.
T-Ross, hey, that nigga T-Ross finally has some help and some good players, and he ain't did nothing last year.
T-Ross.
Chill. I'm being crazy right now, man.
T-Ross, he could hoop. Boy could hoop. But T-Ross is like,
I'll low-key take Will Barton over T. Ross for
Low
real.
key,
T-Ross kind of
this
got
list
Will
is
Barton,
trash.
real? Yeah, I'm going Jay Crowder.
All right, Jay Crowder at the 9th spot. Or at the 8th spot. What's number 9?
We low-key
This
gotta
list
go.
is terrible.
Listen, hear me out.
I know who I'm taking. Evan Fournier.
Thank you. I was about to say we low-key gotta take Evan Fournier.
He was in here?
Bucket.
We low-key gotta take
he's better
Evan
than all them
Fournier.
niggas left, especially Deion
Evan
Waiters.
Fournier?
Bucket. Hey, because it's Tibbs. Don't do that, man.
I mean, I could make an argument. At least he on the team. Like T-Ross, what team's T-Ross on?
Magic?
Yeah. I think that they re-signed him back to
home
Phoenix.
right
I
now.
think he home.
It really don't matter because this is 9 or 10, so it's T-Ross and it's gonna be T-Ross and Fournier.
T-Ross at 10. Fournier He a buck.
5, where you
Yeah,
going?
T
I'm
Ross
going
10.
where you
Yeah, T
going.
Ross 10.
T Ross
T
10.
Ross 10 for sure.
T
Evan
Ross
Fournier
10.
might need to be higher than where he's at, but we could go 9 for him. Hell
I
Austin
no.
do
Rivers
like
ain't it? He
Austin.
doing what we doing.
Yeah, he pod.
Austin Rivers, the talent, yeah, for the you know what I mean. It
We
ain't
ain't gonna
really.
go with Champ. We ain't gonna go with Champ Dion Waiters.
Come on.
That's what I
Uh,
thought. I thought Philly Cheese was gonna fall in here
Come
Cheese,
Philly
on.
somewhere.
cheese.
Cheese in this draft.
I thought Philly
Cheese.
Cheese was gonna come in here real
I'm
quick.
taking Cheese at 10 over
Deion
over
Waiters
over T.
over T
Ross.
Raw. Career, right? We're going off
I'm
career, right?
taking Cheese. Yeah,
Cheese.
bubble cheese.
I'm not taking Deion Waiters.
Bubba
You ain't
Cheese.
taking Dion Waiters. Hey, I'm taking
I
Cheese.
gotta go
Cheese a
get I
bucket,
gotta go
man.
get Deion Waiters
He's a
So
career
bucket.
stats.
Okay.
oh yeah, go look that up because
Okay.
he
Okay.
did something.
I gotta go
Hey,
get his
Did
career
something.
stats.
I know
hey,
he had.
hey, go to them rookie sophomore joints.
I'm getting
I
all
ain't
of
never
his
seen nothing
joints.
like
I ain't
that.
never seen
That
nobody
nigga
like
was on the
Cheese,
Lakers.
man. I ain't gonna
All
lie.
right, here we go. Here we go.
I ain't,
Cheese with
He
yeah,
averaged. You want to know the whole career? Or you want to know year by year?
give me
good,
years.
good,
Year
good.
by year by year, year by year, year by year.
12-13, he had 14.7. Then he had 15.9. Then he had 10. Then he had 12.7. Then he had 9. Then he had 15.8 on the Heat first year. Then he had 14.3. Then he had 12. And then he had 9. And he had 11. Damn near 12 on the Lakers. Now,
Yeah, Cheese.
that percentage on the three-point shot is ugly. He averages
Yeah,
Yeah, don't
34%
worry
that
from
ain't
the
about
trade
him.
ball.
he shooting.
And he averages
That ain't
41%
bad
from the
though.
field.
That ain't bad. Yeah, that's bad. 41 from the field is bad.
You only
He's
getting a
shooting
little
the
over 10.
toughies though. Cheese only there to shoot the
You
toughies,
want to know
man.
T.
That's
Ross?
it. That's all you want him to
Yeah, I'm
do.
on T Ross. I'm
You
on
want
T
T. Ross
Ross
better?
now. You want me to tell you? First year, 6 points, 10 points, 9 points, 9 points, 11 points, 10 points, 12 points, 8 points, 15, 14, 15, 10, 8, 8, and last year was 9.
Boom. I'm going with Cheese.
You might gotta
Percentages.
go cheese.
Percentages.
Oh, you want to go to
That
percentages?
matters.
3-point percentage. The highest that he shot in the 3-point percentage was 39%.
That ain't
That's
bad.
Trey.
Better than
That's
That's
Wade.
not
cash.
bad.
That's
Not bad.
good.
That's
That's
good.
good.
That's his highest.
That's
He
better
the
than
lowest he
Wade dropped
shot was one
47
year
one
was
year.
29. That was the lowest. 20.
His lowest was what?
His lowest was 29.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
put that thing up though.
What's his career
he's shooting
average
that
for
thing though.
field goal percentage?
Career average field goal percentage is from 3.
No, field goal.
No, regular.
Okay, regular is 41.
Around the same.
So it was
Dang.
it's 41-8, so 42.
Yeah. Around the same.
For the
I'm
last
going
pick, what we doing? Make a
Cheese.
decision right now.
Cheese.
I
We
may
got
gotta
one for Cheese.
I gotta
Who
go.
you got, Drew?
I may gotta go cheese. Chip too. Chip cheese.
Cheese.
That
Who you got?
cheese.
Who you got, DJ? And it's that nigga Cheese.
T. Raw dropped
It's that
50.
nigga Dion Waiters.
Hey.
And to close out this joint, we gonna watch this. Cause I felt like it was only right. This nigga is funny.
There go my gay niggas. What's up, baby? Y'all
Oh,
niggas
he's
is flying,
tripping.
oh boy. Look at that fly ass gay nigga. Boy.
What
I
the
know. Can
fuck
I hang
going
with you? I
on,
mean, I don't
man?
know.
You think can I
Hey.
hang with y'all?
There
No,
go my gay
no.
niggas right here. There go my gay niggas. What's up, baby?
We
Y'all
running it
niggas is
back?
flying, oh boy. Look at that fly ass gay nigga. Boy. I know. Can I hang with you? I mean, I don't want to.
Somebody done cut him off, man, because he talking crazy, man. Hey, before we leave, I gotta say that Steph is crazy in golf, man. He shouldn't be
Oh yeah,
that good. He
yeah.
shouldn't
That
be
one
that
at
good
home.
in golf.
Yeah,
They're gonna
he
hit
That
got
every
a
that
big
shot.
well,
career coming for sure.
He
Yeah,
nuts,
he's
man.
gross. He's gross.
He got a
Like,
second career for sure.
I be trying to
Yeah.
play golf, and I'm straight
It ain't for
chicks,
everybody.
man. And, you know,
Ain't
for
for me
him to be
neither.
out there doing that makes 0 sense.
Yeah.
0. That hole in one was nuts. And that nigga sprinted to that thing too. I said, this nigga's juiced. That's a crazy
Dude,
shot.
that's
Crazy
crazy.
shot. So,
Like,
with that being said, that will conclude this episode of Garbage Time. We'll see y'all boys next week. You know what I'm saying? We out.